What's up? What's up, everyone? We're just gonna wait for everybody to join. I have to take a piss super quickly. Haven't slept. Smell like shit. It's all gravy, baby.
Yes, welcome everyone to the space Saturday night with the Webkidz. We're going to be talking Web3, everything in between, give you the rundown on all the latest in the space. Thank you to everybody joining us here. Thank you, Taj, and Not the Smartest for helping out, joining us here as co-host. We're going to talk all things Web3, give away some of these absolutely for free, these beautiful NFTs on the Solana blockchain called Webkidz. We're going to send some your way absolutely for free. We got two of them to give away, one at 35 participants and then one at 50 participants. So how do we get there? We get there by retweeting that.
Easy. Oh, that's gonna be easy. I'm gonna join on the Webkidz Twitter too. I'm sure it'll flood with like 30 immediately.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to do trivia. Once we reach our targets, first person to answer correctly from the audience, not the speakers, you'll win that free NFT. And then we'll keep it going just to talk about what's been happening in the space. We've seen a little bit of volatility on the crypto side. NFTs have been sort of a mixed bag, but want to do a Saturday night space for the Webkidz. One of the things that I learned about the collection when we first did a space was that, we're all kind of web kids, and I'm certainly a web kid. I was kind of raised, on the internet from the 90s to 2000s. And so why should we be alone on a Saturday night just because we can't find girlfriends, right? Like, we should just get together, hang out, chat about stuff in a space because you could be at a bar or a club, or you could be here. You could be vibing out with us. So welcome everyone to the space. Thank you to the Webkidz for joining us here today. I've been really enjoying learning about this project, seeing the traits, learning more about this collection, discovering traits. I didn't realize it was so schizo meta until I actually dove in. But that's my vibe. That's actually my vibe. So I'm here for it. Here on stage. How's it going? Oh, that's just your other account.
Hello,
That's why there's.
hello, Tom. How are you doing?
Oh, okay. That's not. I thought it was Taj on another account. What's up, Webkidz?
That is actually me on another account.
It. Oh, my bad. All right. It shows you what kind of a stoner.
Wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's mud. Maybe it's mud.
What the hell? All right. This is real schizo meta here today. Welcome to all the Webkidz. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna give one away. Absolute. Oh shit! You weren't kidding, Taj. We just passed our first call.
Yeah, I figured as much.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna give away a free Webkidz NFT, absolutely on the house, ladies and gentlemen. And we're stoked to do it. I'm gonna ask a trivia questionnaire on and it's just for the listeners, not the speakers. If you want to drop down, that's a-okay. But a little bit of a heads up for that because there's a delay between speakers and listeners, so I want to make it fair for everybody. For many years, I kept wondering why only speakers were winning the giveaways, and I was like, wait a second. Oh wait, they have a 1 or 2 second advantage here today. So welcome everyone. Thank you to everyone joining us here. We're about to give away a free Webkidz NFT, but don't go anywhere if you don't win. I promised at 50 participants, we'll do it again. Click that chat bubble thing on the bottom right hand corner of the Twitter space. Do you see that chat bubble? It's like a purple pill thingy. Click that and retweet out the space. There's also an up arrow at the very top of the Twitter space, an arrow pointing up. If you click that, you can send out invites via direct message, guys. I'm your host, Tom Bibian, hanging out, want to do a space for Saturday night with the Webkidz. This project is absolutely slamming. The traits are going up. And we had some recent action that I thought was very interesting. The floor of the collection being predominantly the IMG traits because there was a nefarious holder and they changed the metadata to basically get this person out of the collection or something. Taj, do you want to talk about what happened because this was an interesting development?
Yeah, that's funny. We were actually going to host another space either later or tomorrow to really dive deep into like the lore and the mechanisms and the the narrative of the IMG. So it was a whale that was actually in the project, and we didn't even there was basically this dude. Okay, the first night of the mint, some dude came into the chat and he was saying that he max minted like 400 of them, and he was proudly proclaiming that he was selling like 135 of them. We later realized that we may have been trolled by that person, but regardless, the point being that the person who was the actual whale of the wallet was listing all of their supply, and I assume they were a seller because they were just trying to flip for profit. But so the most interesting part was, and I really have to like cement this as much as possible, was that the person who listed all their IMGs, they actually profited off of every single one of them. So they originally purchased, I think, at like a 0.2 or a 0.25, and they sold every single one of them at a 0.3. And so it was ironic at the time, giving so much attention and credence to that person's specific holdings. And so, to be honest with you, I'm sure they're not pressed by any means. I'm sure they're quite happy. But obviously, when it comes to certain things like mutability, people want to cry about the free market and all this stuff, which I do agree with. The free market does reign supreme. But at the end of the day, I wish I prepared a little bit more for this question, because this is all off the top of my head. But when it comes to mutability and these certain mechanisms, right, you have to understand that as a project founder, these are defense mechanisms. And ultimately, this is the only defense mechanism that we actually have to keep our project moving the way that we wanted it to. And so at the time, a lot of things were being floored and the price kept declining, or the price action kept being declined and suppressed. And so we had to kind of think on our feet. And we figured that it would be a very innovative and also very inventive and incentivizing way to get those holdings out, to get that lister out, and sort of rotate them to people that will be far more responsible. So responsibility was the thing, and culpability was the thing that ultimately we were the most focused on ensuring the safety of, because ultimately at the end of the day, yeah, you have to take care of your whales. But I mean, if you look through, it's all on chain, right? So if you look through any of the other whales and any of the other top holders, every single one of them is completely delisted. We've spoken to all of them in depth. All of them are fully on board to continue delisting and just supporting the project. So this person, the reason we say nefarious was because this person's intentions were otherwise, right? We know who they are. We tried to onboard them for about 2.5 days. We tried to rally everyone to find out who they were until the very last minute. Then they wanted to cry and bitch and moan that we changed their metadata. But my brother, I was in your DMs for 2.5 days trying to get you on board, and you still didn't want to. And so ultimately we had to make a sacrifice that was, how do we sustain and save, but also create community incentive for these, right? So the IMG, if you want to pin it on the Jumbotron there, Tom, that would be greatly appreciated. The IMG pieces was just funny. It was an idea that came to us in the middle of the night. We spoke to Magic Eden in depth. We spoke to some other project founders in depth. And pretty much the sentiment for all of those people was, they were gung-ho. Magic Eden, I wouldn't say it was gung-ho, but they were on board with the idea as long as the community enjoyed it, right? And so we were speaking to some other founders of very, very cool tech platforms that are actually we're going to hold a space next week to talk about some very interesting developments in the Webkidz ecosystem. But we were speaking to some founders that said, we're down to work with you guys if we see that the community is actually super inspired about this. If we see that the sentiment is there, if we see that the community supports this idea, then yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And so the community flooded, the Telegram and the Twitter posts and everything with just so much support for this thing. And to be honest, we just thought it was hilarious, bro. Like at the end of the day, it was a very bold move that I don't think anyone in the entire space has ever actually done. And so we're kind of trying to trailblaze and show what's possible in the sense of incentivizing the community, right? And so with these IMG purchases, which, to be honest, we broke through the entire Jeet wall this morning. I think about 99% of them have been accumulated. All of those will be re-rolled. So we have a list of predetermined traits that people can choose from and kind of mix and match if they want to, or we could show them the original image, and if they like that, they can just keep that.
Got you. That was Taj on stage informing us of what's been going on with this collection. We're talking Webkidz on Solana, Webkidz with a Z. For context, I pinned up the IMG sample up there, which, I was going to ask essentially, like, has this been done before? And it sounds like no, this is something that you guys have tried to do. So I was wondering if you were like emulating another collection strategy essentially to do this with your collection. But sounds like this was a new kind of mechanism that we haven't really seen in the space. And I appreciate you coming up and informing us, because I saw the floor filled with this, and I was like, what is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure many other people were wondering too. Like, how come someone is just flooring 30 of these trades? Like, I want to sweep. I'm gonna sweep a bunch of like this. I don't know, but yeah. So what he was saying is it's gonna be re-rolled. You'll get a new NFT essentially, but do check it out. This community is actually really cool, and their Telegram is super active 24/7, which I think is incredible. Thanks to everyone for joining us here today in the space. We're only a minute away from giving away one of these absolutely for free, guys. No games, no gimmicks, just free NFTs from yours truly. Make sure you're following me, your host here, so I can get your Solana address in case you are the winner. The way this works is I ask a trivia question, usually very, very easy. And the person that answers correctly from the audience, not the speakers, you will win that free NFT. So yeah, this is how we do things. We're gonna talk Web3, cryptocurrencies, everything in between. What's been popping off in the space? We got room on stage as well for additional participants. If you want to come up and ask questions about this collection or talk about anything Web3, do request to speak. We got some Nakamigos here. We got some Mogtardios here as well. Looks like we got the lovely Nora as co-host. Thank you for joining us, Nora. How's it going?
It's gone all right. It's been a bit of a day, but I'm here.
Okay, I'm glad you could make it back. We did a late night DGen hour space, and yeah, we had this guy come up randomly and like just make weird comments, and I didn't know what to do because I didn't really know like about the guy or like you know what I mean. And he was just like, hey, you know, like making bizarre comments. I was like, should I remove this guy from stage or just let him like talk shit? Like, what did you make of that, Nora, last night?
What you're gonna have to remind me which
Yeah, he was,
person.
you know, he was like making like bizarre like comments like like, "Oh, you got a nice rack, Nora." I'm like, "What the fuck? Don't say that shit on my."
Oh, that Matthew guy. Oh, he's been in spaces with me before, so I'm not like I don't care that much. Like he
Okay,
there.
okay. I thought it was like a rando coming in.
No, if it was a total random, like I would be like, okay, like chill, like slow down, you know. But I'm used to like especially within that like space where I'm in, like they're always talking about it's just kind of a joke.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I wasn't sure. I'm like, is this just some guy?
Здорово, парни, чё, как у вас вообще дела?
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's when I mute you. Because I didn't know when. Yeah, like, I was like, this is just some random guy coming in and like talking. I was like, that's kind of rude, you know. But I was like, maybe she knows him. I didn't know the context of the situation, so I wasn't sure what to do necessarily. But it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, whatever, just let it go, guys. Welcome everyone to the space. We're about to give one of these NFTs away absolutely for free. If you haven't yet, click that chat bubble, bottom right hand corner of the space. It's a purple pill thingy, and retweet out the space here today. And it looks like we got to our second goal pretty easily. So yeah, Webkidz are absolutely crushing it. Looks like here. So thank you to everyone for joining us here today. I'm gonna post up a meme that I saw, which I thought was really funny because like I got mixed feelings about like Frank D Gods. Like I mean he follows me and like whatever, but I don't know. He's like definitely part of the WAGMI cabal. Like Nora and I had a discussion about this last night where she's like, "What's going on? Why do these kids suddenly hate me? Like what's going on with the?" And I had to explain to her what the WAGMI cabal is, like the backstory that like venture capitalists have bought like like all the very like famous people in Web3, essentially. And so, like, if you go against like a thread guy or like whatever, like a K Money or something, like suddenly you'll have people that you don't know dislike you, right? Where you're like, what? I don't even know who this guy is. How come this person dislikes me? Well, it's because this person is paid off by this venture capitalist, and this person is paid off. And so all the it's like trickle down hate. Like trickle down economics. You get trickle down hate,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
So
and I've experienced it like before. So, um yeah, unfortunately it's not like a new experience for me. It's just new within crypto to be in crypto Twitter and like knowing the dynamics within the crypto Twitter because, like I said, I want to say no offense, but I do mean this offensively. Crypto Twitter is a bunch of fucking bottom feeders and like pieces of shit human beings that like have no fucking clout at all. And I think it's really pathetic that any of them think they're important. So like it was just I just needed someone to explain to me like why these people think they're significant in any way, shape, or form to like be hating on me or talking shit about me, and that's mostly like what my concern was with that because they're garbage people mostly.
Yeah, and the thing is that like a lot of people will start to hate on others because they think it'll score them points, right? So
Yeah. Oh
up
yeah.
yeah, they'll think like if I like we got Frank up in the nest as part of this meme for Webkidz. Frank has done this. Like he thinks like, oh, if I dunk on Tom Bibian, that'll get me credit with Thread Guy. You know what I mean? And it's just childish. It's very childish. It's like, and so I have people that will like dunk on me to Frank, for instance, like in his comments, like, oh, I hate Tom Bibian. Frank, do you like me now? You know, and then Frank will be like, yeah, I like you. You know, it's like this weird. It's like we go back to high school essentially. But I want to keep this space positive. Check out that meme up at the very top, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be answering this trivia question up there, just for the listeners, not for the speakers. If you guys want to drop back, come back, a-okay with me. Up at the very top here, we're gonna do a trivia question, then another one, and get some NFTs sent into your wallet, your Solana wallet here, absolutely free. Absolutely free. Um, so it's Saturday night, guys, right? And we're here hanging out. One of my favorite shows growing up was Saturday Night Live, right? Great show, great long history, great actors, great musicians. Saturday Night Live. What's the acronym for Saturday Night Live? In the pinned post up above, the first person to answer correctly, you win a free Webkidz NFT. What is the acronym? What is the abbreviation for Saturday Night Live? Because right now, we are Saturday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. We're here hanging out with the Webkidz. We got Taj on stage, Nora as co-host. Make sure to follow Taj as well as Nora for updates. I want to welcome Not the Smartest Space Cadet and our Nakamigo friend, NFA. How's it going, guys?
What's up, guys?
Yo, what's happening?
Just kicking it, listening in. It's always good to tap into space and see what's going on.
Blessings to our children family.
Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the kids, man.
We trading
Love the
kids.
kids.
We buying kids. We
Yes,
selling
sir.
kids. We
So
collecting kids.
We
I got
will
mad kids in my wallet.
on chain.
On chain. The
Verified.
kids are on chain. Think
Verified
about it.
kids.
How
Think about
scary
it.
is
yeah,
that, really, honestly?
fam. I just found out I got a really special kid.
Do
Dude,
you?
I had
I
no
have some
clue.
I have so many special kids that all my kids are extra special.
There's a lot of special kids out there. We're fostering a lot of kids, man. Social services is about to come. The food bill is astronomical, dude. I don't even know how I'm going to sustain it. To be honest with you, I gotta upgrade to a fucking hotel or something.
And I put all my kids in Section 8, so we get
Yeah, I just got some food
crazy
stamps.
food.
I
No
got some
Yeah,
big
my
kids.
food
way,
stamps are
dude.
so crazy,
No,
gang.
you
You
did
don't understand
not
the
do
utility.
that.
You got
The
the
utility.
9/11
It's
one
a
of one.
utility coin.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man,
Yeah,
fuck you!
yeah,
I want to
yo.
throw you off stage,
That's
So
crazy.
let me
literally.
tell you what That's the happened. utility coin for sure. Yo, when y'all was mitten, I was like, because like one of my dreams was like I got to get a niqab from some kind something. I have to. So I saw it at like 0.78 right after reveal. Bought it, and then I went, "Oh fuck, where's the metadata?" So nobody can really search it. And I think that's why the person floored it. I don't think they realized that what they
That it's
had.
literally an honorary. Yeah, that's so funny, dude. Copped a grail for the low ski. That's insane. Congratulations, brother. That's crazy. Hermes, I saw you had your hand up too, brother.
Yo, what up, guys? GN, happy to be up here.
Get money. Brother. Get money.
Spreading, yeah, getting money, spreading the love vibes. So, I was hearing about the Webkidz giveaway. You asking about the abbreviation of Saturday Night Live? Would that be SNL?
Was it to
My
Tom? Was
guess
it
is that
comment?
it's either
Yes.
JNL or PNL.
No, SNL. The correct answer being SNL, Saturday Night Live. That's what we're doing here. We're live on a Saturday night. Enchilada, you win. Space Cadet, you were first, but you're a speaker, so I'm sorry. You couldn't win it, but it's a-okay. It was just for the listeners. Enchilada, you won a free Webkidz, but don't feel bad. We're gonna give away one more right now.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Let's fucking go.
That's my quant.
Let's fucking go.
Is that your quant?
That's my quant. Let's go, baby.
Oh my god. All right. Welcome everyone to the space. I got some good news though. If you felt like shit, I can't believe I didn't win. I can't believe I didn't win this NFT. Don't feel bad.
Feel fucking bad.
We got
Feel terrible.
All right. We got a meme featuring Frank from D-Gods. Check out that pinned post up at the very. Check out that pinned post.
Gay.
If it gets to 30 retweets, we'll give away another one. Right? So check out that pinned post up in the nest. That pinned post featuring Frank, and he's about to get shot by a Webkidz, I guess. If it gets to 30 retweets, we'll give away one more in addition to the one we're about to give away again, guys. This is our way of saying thank you to everyone for joining us here, because you could be spending your Saturday night doing something cool, like going on a date. That's okay. You're here with us, hanging out. We're going to go over the cryptocurrencies, trending topics in Web3. So don't go anywhere. Click that up arrow at the very top of the space. You can send out invites via DM. Congratulations, Enchilada. Send me your Solana address, please. We'll get that sent out within 24 hours. With all of our giveaways, guys, we're sharing the Sol Scan link, the Ether Scan link. If it's an ordinal, we'll share that mempool address. So you guys are seeing for yourselves that we're actually sending out free NFTs. I've sent literally $60,000 worth of free NFTs over the last couple of years. And so if you ever hear FUD about me, that's one of the reasons. It's because these space hosts can't do that. And so they're like, hey, man, did you hear what Tom did? You know what I mean? And so it's like, God damn it. You know, they're like, we got to get this guy out. He's dropping too much free shit.
Too much heat, brother. It's too much heat.
They can't stand it. I told my dad asked me, Tom, how's it going with your shows? Like, what's going on? I say, you know what happens in the NBA, Dad? Is if there's a really good basketball player, they don't put one person on him. That guy gets double or triple fucking team. Okay? That guy gets double or triple team, right? Right? So they're like, I don't know, put like 3 people on Steph Curry or some shit because he can't fucking score.
Or who was that? Who was that sprinter that, like, she was a crazy Olympic sprinter and she literally got like busted kneecaps because they didn't want her to perform well?
Ice skater.
Ice skater. That's right. Ice skater.
Oh yeah, Nancy Kerrigan. That's right.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Tom loves Nancy Kerrigan.
Does he?
Right. So like, you know, people.
Tom is the Nancy Kerrigan of his face.
No, for real. Like I literally, like, I was hosting shows for Mogtardio, right? And I had Not the Smartest as co-host, and people were like, dude, Tom is at this, Tom is at that, right? And it's like, dude, you know what? Just because I'm a better space host than anybody, they'll try anything to like get you out of the way. It's fucked up. It's the same shit they do to Donald Trump, right? And
they'd be in the barbershop talking about Tom ain't this, Tom ain't that, motherfucker. You don't know Tom be in the trenches like this.
But you know, it's really it does end up being damaging. Like, because I was hesitant to get to know you because people immediately said negative things about you, and like before who did that? I mean, who did that? Who made that fucking noise? Like that was extremely rude. Yeah, I was hesitant to get to know you because people immediately started telling me negative things about you, and I never had a conversation with you or anything like that, and I didn't know you or anything, and I've had that also kind of feel like I've had that happen on my end, and at some point people just don't want to deal with all the negativity. They just don't. Like, you know, if someone's going to harass you for being, you know, friendly with somebody, they'll give up. They're just like, okay, I don't want to deal with that. It's too much work. And it's unfortunate, but it happens.
It's almost like a preemptive thing where they're like, okay, let's like what happened with Nancy Kerrigan is she was going to go, you know, ice skating. Tanya Harding paid somebody to come like smack her with a baseball bat so that she couldn't figure skate, you know? And like, it's you know, the other night I compared it to lobsters in a bucket. Like nobody can really get out if the other lobsters are like pulling them back.
I wanted to say something as well, if I may make a separate point. Listen, everybody who's in this space right now, one, shout out all the kids, man. I see all of you guys with your PFPs. You guys are fucking awesome, dude. The community support is amazing. I couldn't be happier for everything. I love all of you. I'm going to make sure to protect all of you as much as I can. And with that said, I would love to open, we wanted to do a space either later or tomorrow to really dial into these conversations, but I would love to open the floor at some point tonight to talk about things regarding NFTs and regarding the situation and the narrative, and also talk about things like mutability, because that's something I'm actually really interested in, is immutable versus mutable, right? There's so many, not a lot of people, they'll see mutability and all think, oh, grifter, scam, blah, 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 blah. There's so much utility to be had in mutability that is not really being explored. You know what I mean? And so with that said, I would love to pass the mic around, because these are very important concepts in the space that I think aren't being spoken about enough, because it's a very misconstrued thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tosh, why don't you give us a little bit of like a definition of what immutability versus mutability means for those in the audience that aren't aware?
Sure. So immutability, as far as I'm concerned, is just the traits, at least as far as PFP JPEGs we're talking about, the traits, the image itself will never change. It doesn't have the ability to be fractioned. It doesn't have the ability to have metadata updates. As soon as it's deployed on chain, it's that way forever. It's forever stored on the blockchain as a piece of information, and it's immutable in the sense that it's now basically frozen, right? It is frozen to what metadata are involved and included in that thing, right? So NFTs are ultimately just a storage of information, but so mutability is the designation and kind of ability to quote unquote mute information and change metadata and change pictures and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not really something it's kind of uncharted territory in a way, just because I think that people are sort of scared to talk about mutability, because obviously, the free market reigns supreme, and this is the blockchain at the end of the day. So people want, sovereignty over their digital assets, which I fully agree with, by the way. But mutability is actually very cool. There's a lot of utility cases for mutability. For example, let's say we get into the space of talking about NFT identification, right? Mutability would allow you to change your address. It would allow you to change your location. It would allow you to do all different kinds of stuff. But so one of my favorite artists in the world, Daniel Arsham, he's like a sculptor and illustrator and painter, super talented guy. You guys can check him out on Instagram, just Daniel Arsham. Phenomenal artist. He's been absolutely killing it in sculpting and painting and all this stuff for years. He recently got into NFTs last year. I had commented on one of his Instagram posts 2-ish years ago, and I actually got a response from him. And I was just like, dude, imagine one day when there's an NFT that's able to change with the seasons, with time. It's an NFT that's able to evolve and develop over time. Now you might wonder, well, how the fuck does that work? Mutability. The ability to change the nature of something over time and evolve it has to be mutable. You can't do that if something is immutable. And so again, this is kind of unexplored territory, but he recently put out, the reason I'm shouting him out is because he put out, I think a year ago, a digital sculpture, an NFT sculpture in 3D space that evolves and changes with the seasons. So as it goes to autumn, the sculpture becomes more eroded. As it goes to winter, it becomes more frozen, and et cetera, et cetera. But this is information systems and metadata that otherwise would not be doable if it wasn't for mutability.
Interesting. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of static versus dynamic IP addresses. I don't know if that's a fair comparison, but yeah, basically a static thing versus a dynamic thing. It also reminds me a little bit of the ordinal technology that was introduced in the recursive sense, whereby before you had ordinals that were just static ordinals that would just sit in your wallet. They then introduced recursive technology, allowing ordinals to interact with other ordinals.
Exactly. Because mutability in Web3 ecosystems, it's having the power to adapt and improve on the fly, which honestly is kind of a game changer in this this digital landscape that's very clearly very rapidly evolving. But so imagine you're running a game, right, on the blockchain, and one day people discover this exploit in a particular item that just fucks up the game balance and everything, right? In a traditional immutable setup, you'd be stuck with that problem forever. You could ruin the player experience, you can ruin the economy and all this stuff. But with mutability, I'm sorry, I'm rushing because I'm excited. But with mutability, you can step in as the dev, you can tweak the item's attributes, you can replace it to fix the issue and actually restore balance, right? So not only would this save your game, but it shows your community that you're actually listening and you're improving. So in Web3, I think this kind of agility just helps you build trust, and it keeps ecosystems very vibrant. And so it allows creators and developers to actually respond in real time to feedback and implement new features or potentially fix vulnerabilities. Obviously, we're talking about JPEGs, but the use case of mutability is very, very far reaching because it ensures that you can evolve alongside the ecosystem and your community.
Yeah, it sounds like this could be an absolutely interesting development for the gamification of NFTs as well. This could definitely be applicable to that aspect because games are obviously always evolving, leveling up, joining different characters, getting different skins, and things like that. And we've seen a lot of projects try gamification in Web3 haphazardly. Like it's been tried, but it hasn't really been perfected, so to speak. And I'm seeing a couple projects on the ordinal side of things trying to nail this down. But I'm so grateful to have you here, Taj, to explain this to us and tell us about what's going on with this collection. I also want the Webkidz account to come join us so people can easily follow them. If you see the Webkidz account in the audience, go throw them a follow. I want to welcome all of our great speakers here as well. Looks like we got Hermes here with the Whiff hoodie. We got Crypto Bullbag rocking his Webkidz. We got Raid Plow. What's going on? Space Cadet, thanks for joining us. TMH, thanks for being here. And Limi Gold, and TMH, what's going on, guys? Welcome on stage.
Yo, happy Saturday.
Thank you. I just want to see who's responding and who's not so we can get some other speakers.
Yo, I'm here. I'm active.
Yo, what's up, Tommy?
Yo, what's up, Space Cadet? Thanks for joining us. I love Space Cadet. This guy supports.
guys. I started following Tom, I think in 2020 or 2021. I don't remember, but one of the first people talking about NFTs in this space. So I think it's very apropos to have you and Taj up here today because I feel like a revolution is on the horizon, man. I feel like something very you know, world altering is about to happen. I don't know when or how or by who, but maybe we're part of it right now.
I think so. It's the death of the WAGMI cabal, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening. The old guard is changing. The cool kids are out.
We're turning this into the
They were never
MGMI cabal.
Cool kids are out. The web kids are in.
This is the not gonna
Webkidz
make
the
it.
coolest.
Yeah, Valley.
Yeah, looks like we got a full stage too, by the way, guys. So if you're requesting,
Yeah. I was gonna say that if you're requesting, like, unless someone wants to volunteer to rotate themselves out on the stage, if you're requesting, you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
There was one thing I wanted to add real quick on the mutability topic before we shift off that. Was like my personal opinion. I think Taj hit on the nail. It's perfect for projects to evolve and stuff and change. I think the biggest thing though is like it just comes down to trust. You know what I mean? You have to trust whoever has the keys to the mutability to be able to change it. And obviously, Taj being our dev project feels like we got a lot of trust in him. So this is one of the first projects I think that's doing that. And I think, as long as it goes well, you're going to see it. Well, it will go well, but you'll see a lot of projects follow suit. But yeah, it just comes down to trust. You know what I'm saying? If you can trust your dev, then, you're good to go. Obviously, we know there's a million scams a day in this ecosystem. So there's going to be a lot of projects that are probably going to brand immutability and, customize your traits and rug people, which is going to be unfortunate. But I feel like if you got a solid project like Webkidz, then yeah, you're good to go. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I think it's gonna be dope for the future of the eco.
I think so too. I think Webkidz is actually going to go the distance because the traits are really cool. The community's thriving. They raid posts like crazy, which I love to see. The other day, we had Not the Smartest refer to this as like interaction maxing. And I think that that's a really good way to put it because some collections.
That's brilliant, actually. I love that.
Yeah, some collections do this and some collections don't. I was in the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I had a mutant ape. They do not interaction max. Like sometimes they'll interact, sometimes they'll comment. Sometimes it's okay, but they kind of do, they kind of don't. And then there's collections like Retardio, that's my profile picture, and they are all about that. So even if I don't like somebody, I'll like their post. Even if I'm serious, even if they don't like me, they'll retweet it. Like we'll swallow our pride and our ego, put that aside for the greater good. Like you know what I mean? Like you need to be able to think of like the bigger picture. And even if I don't like necessarily dig somebody, I'll retweet it because it's supporting the bigger cause. Not the smartest. Take it away, sir.
Sounding like he might be one of the smartest. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, I had spoke with a guy when I first really started, and he really onboarded me to the whole impression maxing thing. Like just the effectiveness of rating and boosting is free marketing, and to spread your project and do it for free is really a blessing. And if you're supporting people, everybody's getting blue ticks, you know, for $11. If we're all in interaction maxing with each other, we can make money just from being on Twitter and like sharing kids on Twitter to make money, you know. Like it's a legitimate way for us to market as well and promote new content. Like we already have people making some pretty wicked stuff and people rocking banners, changing profile pictures, and not just, you know, a dozen people who are active. There's a good 30, 40 people who are rotating from different sides of the world at the moment and just really keeping it alive and constantly working in the Telegram, in the Discord that we have now. So it's really something that's just getting figured out. So
Yeah, we got people streaming video games and shit. Like it's been fun.
oh
It's
yeah,
been
it's fun.
refreshing.
The VC has been active. Like, you know, people have been working today and getting back. It's the holiday weekend, but you know, we've been active and having fun. There's definitely some relationships being built, and that's what's important is just getting in, getting active, and getting to know people.
Yep. Crypto, I see you unmuted. Did you want to say something?
No, no, my bad. But now just saying, just want to say what's up, guys. You know, what's up, Toes? What's up, Nora? What's up, Tom? Not the smartest. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
Bull? What's up? This is my other quant right here, for real.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Toge.
I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us here in the audience. We
Rico,
gave
what's
away
good?
one Webkidz absolutely for free. Don't go anywhere because we're about to send someone else a free one. You guys crushed it. You got the space cranking. That means we're sending another NFT absolutely for free. Congratulations to Enchilada here on stage on Winning. If you're not following Enchilada, take a second to follow them because I love enchiladas.
Let's
They're
go.
very tasty.
Yeah, follow Enchilada. For real, follow
Let's go.
Enchilada.
Let's go.
That's a smart motherfucker right there.
Follow them. They were quick, my friend. They were quick with the correct answer. SNL. We're gonna throw it to our Whiff Hoodie friend here on stage as well. Congratulations to you guys. You guys been crushing it too. They got a cool website and they've been doing big things. I have to admit, I have to confess that people told me to get them, and I sort of faded the collection, and then they tripled in price, and I was like, God damn it, God damn it, you know.
Be like that, man.
It sucks. It really sucks. But I'm being honest with you, you know, because I get shilled like 20 projects a day. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. And then Whiff Hoodie's absolutely sent. Hermes, how's it going?
Yo, how's it going, Tom? Yeah, basically, I didn't have like the chance to introduce myself. How rude. Thanks for having me here upstage. Basically, I'm with the Solana Sensei team. I have my own group chat. We're like 300 active chads, chilling, supporting each other. I'm with a lot of other more engaging like boost chats and just overall good vibes. And as I believe it was Not the Smartest was saying, yeah, definitely you could all make a buck out of this, just supporting each other, and it's not that hard. And dude, it's still not too late for the hoodies, like for real. I'm not just saying this just to say it, but dude, we're gonna make it to a soul. So yeah, just grab on tight. We're going to the moon.
Yeah, man. They feeling like we're at like 0.4.
Yeah, right now floor is 0.4. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we
I
did
got
a
one.
Saturday sweep.
The whole social media kind of idea you guys are taking with your website, having that utility is really dope.
Super smart, man.
Yeah,
Super,
really, really,
super
really neat and
smart.
a good way to integrate people and get people to learn about different communities.
That's what
Do
I
you know what projects have to do to get on there? Because I saw they're pretty limited on the amount of
Very,
projects that can connect.
no, it's very simple actually. If you got the procedure on the With Hoodie page, the dev, dude, he sleeps like 2 hours a day. He's constantly
sounds accurate.
pumping out updates. Guy's really fucking mad. You should check him out. And it's really easy. I can tell you because I'm not that savvy, but I think you just have to send the JSONs and stuff to the guy, and he'll put
Easy.
it up there, no problem. So yeah, connect, dude. Get the fam there. Get the
Easy.
Webkidz in the
Yeah, dog,
website.
we get Webkidz on webhoodie.com. Mad bullish.
Super easy. We're actually working on our own website right now. I don't want to say too much because if y'all know me, you know I love to be a vague and mysterious asshole. But yeah, there's a lot of cool shit on the horizon, man. A ton. I've given a few kind of trusted holders and team members some early alpha of what's coming down the pipeline, man. But this is for sure a very long-term bid, and I can tell that Whiff Hoodies is too, considering the amount of like attention to detail and attention to interfacing and interlacing all these different communication systems. It's one of the things I love the most about Unicorn and UWU is like the SocialFi aspect, right? SocialFi is such a cool bespoke, very like unique thing that only I think came about. I don't really know the lore of it. I'm trying to get more into it, to be honest. So if anybody has more info, that's great. But SocialFi, I'm super super bullish on, man. I think that, like Not the Smartest was saying too, gamifying those the community and the communication between people on the blockchain, man, is so important, because like we are in a time and in a space where everybody here, not everybody, but for the most part, I'd say most of the people here, kind of live like very isolated lives. And I wish they wouldn't. I wish you guys would take care of your health a little bit more and go outside and spend time with friends and be around love, because it's really, really important. But at the same time, that can be encapsulated digitally through things like SocialFi. So
Yeah, no, that whole thing about touching grass now and again is absolutely true. Every once in a while, just go to the park, play a little bit of baseball, whatever. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Just get out of Web3, get out, because you can really get, yeah, like you can get
be a
really
person, bro. Don't rabbit hole too much. It's important to still like be yourself.
absolutely, because yeah, like it's very easy to just get addicted to what we do here. We got some good news, ladies and gentlemen. Enchilada got their free NFT while we were live. Check out that pin post. Congratulations
Let's
to them.
fucking go.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tom.
Absolutely, guys. Check out that pin post. Rate it. Let them know that we're giving away free NFTs here. We're about to give another one away, so don't go anywhere. Raid Clow, what's going on?
Yo, what up? It's Reed. But I'm Swear Jar in the Telegram, Swear Jar on all socials. What's up, everybody?
What's up, Swear Jar? How you doing, my boy?
What's goody? Dude, I'm good, man. I can't believe you
Hey, Swear
fuckers.
Jar.
You motherfuckers dragged me back into NFTs, man. I swore this shit
Yeah.
off. I fucking swore this shit off, man. This is literally my first Solana NFT. I was balls deep in the ETH NFTs. I've been balls deep in Solana meme coins. Swore off NFTs. Thought it was the gayest thing on the planet. Thought that nobody, who was a cool kid in NFTs has ever touched anything cool a day in their life. In real life,
Or
and
a woman.
you best believe they haven't, or a woman, or grass for that matter. And so it's like, here I am, fucking back in the Twitter spaces. Met Tom on the timeline this week. What's up, Tom? Fucking, I don't know. It's just cool to be here. We're in the Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram, go to Magic Eden, guys. Pick up a fucking Webkid. Don't be like me, fucking sleeping on the mint. I had homies fucking into this like 2 weeks before the mint that were like ready to mint this, bro. And like I knew about it, and I just was like fading NFTs as a whole, and then they sucked me back in. So y'all are
Dude,
some motherfuckers.
you're a Chad, bro. And you know what's crazy, before we get to Space Cadet and then Leamy, because I see y'all's hands up and I appreciate the love. Dude, I was the same way. I like max minted stuff on Ethereum. I can't even tell you how much money, because it's going to make me want to rope. I lost a lot of money on Ethereum NFTs, just not getting into the right projects. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that you should trust your dev. You should, get a little bit deep into the vision and into the pipeline and into their plans and goals and whatever, you know what I mean? But I lost a shit ton of money on Ethereum. I swore off of NFTs for years. And then I was just like, you know what? Why don't I just have the fucking balls to do my own? You know what I mean? Just to really make my own statement piece, my own impact on the blockchain in a way that isn't like these other fucking retards, you know what I mean? That are just profiteering off of you and actually really push a community and an idea, right? Because ideas at the end of the day are probably the most priceless thing on planet Earth, but it revolves around actually executing them properly. So I totally share that sentiment.
Yeah, and you know what? After our first show, Taj, I kind of recognized your passion and knowledge of the space, and decided, you know what, this is a good place for me to start doing spaces and working with them. Hearing your, yeah, basically your determination, conviction, and I said, you know what, this could actually go. I saw that the price point wasn't ludicrous; it's affordable for people listening. This is an affordable collection to get into, guys. Don't think that you have to spend an arm and a leg to get into it, and I fuck with that kind of vibe where it's affordable, organic, authentic. That is a sweet spot in crypto. One of the things I like to say
Yet.
in my spaces is that you don't need to spend $5,000 or $10,000 to join a great community. Right now, you spend
Yet.
$40. You're getting a great community. We're gonna throw the mic over to Space Cadet. What's going on, guys?
Oh man, so much. Really like amazing topic for a Saturday night. So the mutability thing ties into censorship, and I think people's fear of censorship on the blockchain is legit. There's certain things that have happened in the last few years that make us revisit the whole immutability thing. But going back to like 2016 when Vitalik rolled back the Ethereum blockchain to undo the DAO hack, that was that first like moment where everybody, all the crypto bros were like, uh-oh, because that's not like Bitcoin. So there was like a foul called on that, and still some sour grapes to this day about it. But I don't know. I think that's the whole problem with the immutability thing. And when it comes to NFTs, it's a different technology at that point because this was the DAO. This was a community thing ultimately, and the concept of fairness needed to have center stage. So I mean, whatever people think it is, whether it was the right thing or not, whether it was in the ethos of crypto or not, that's besides the point. It already happened. It's evidence that it can be done to undo something that's like the community doesn't support. And I think with meme coins, whenever you get like somebody getting a large supply and becoming a toxic member of the community, there's always been this desire to get those people out, like you got to shake them out somehow. So that's a place where when you talk about meme coins, it's funny how this adrenaline rush, this dopamine hit, gave way to a sense of community among holders in a way that NFTs did before. And I think that's where all of this NFT hype is coming from again. And I say hype, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm glad that it's happening. And it also reminds us that you don't have to be glued to the charts to have fun in crypto or get that adrenaline rush. I think being part of a good community can give you that, especially with the what do we call it, engagement maxing?
Yeah, or interaction maxing. That was Space
Interaction
Cadet
maxing.
here on stage, guys. Follow Space Cadet, great member of Web3, been in the space a long time as well. So a veteran of the space essentially. Thank you so much, Space Cadet, for joining us here, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're giving away another one, absolutely for free. A Webkidz, absolutely for free on the house. I'm gonna do trivia. Just for the listeners, not the speakers. There's a delay between speakers and listeners, and that's why we do that. And so, yeah, we're going to do trivia. First person to answer correctly on the pin post above, you'll win that free NFT from yours truly. Leamy, how's it going?
Yeah, Jim, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, good morning, bro.
Jim.
Yeah.
Good morning, brother.
Well, I'm just getting interested in NFT because I'm from Nigeria and I'm a noob in the space, and it's nice to be here. And I've been taking note of some things, connecting with people, and that's really great. And I'm really bullish on Webkidz.
Welcome.
I'm really bullish on Webkidz.
Absolutely.
So,
Welcome, brother.
We'd like to
and
have
I'll connect more with people here. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that was Leamy here on stage. Thank you for joining us. One of the things that I like to say is people don't realize how many people trade crypto in Nigeria or buy NFTs in Nigeria. You would like it. There's a whole
Facts.
There's a massive audience for crypto, and like I once did an Instagram live stream and had like 200 people from fucking Nigeria show up. I was like, what in the fuck is this? Oh my god! And then we were
We are
just
the
all.
giant of crypto in Africa. We are leading in Africa.
It's crazy. I'm like, what the heck? People wouldn't think so, but there's a massive audience there, guys. This is a space for Webkidz on a Saturday night. Thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah, Africa loves crypto.
Thank you everyone for showing up here today. We're gonna give away yet another one, absolutely on the house. If you're not following my lovely co-hosts, take a second to follow them for joining us here, Taj and the lovely Nora, for pulling up and spending time with us here today, guys. We're about to give away yet another freaking free NFT because you know what? We're all Webkidz. We're all hanging out here Saturday night, having a good time. So yeah, welcome everyone to the space here today. We're talking NFTs, and yeah, we're gonna give away yet another free NFT here today. Absolutely on the house right now. As some of you may know, Webkidz is on the Solana blockchain. What is the current price of Solana? On the pinned post up above, first person to answer correctly, the current price of Solana on the pinned post up above, you will win. I want to, yeah, it doesn't, you don't need to put the cents in there, just the dollar amount. And first person to answer correctly, because someone's gonna be like, "No, it's this many cents. No, it's that. No, I want it. No, because it's really pathetic. Because people fight over the prizes, and they're like, "I said it first. No, I said it first."
And in 30 seconds, it's going to change.
Right. But just a dollar amount. First person to answer correctly, we'll announce the winner in 2 seconds.
Are they doing US dollar or Canadian dollar, Tom?
U.S. dollar, sir. I mean, no offense to our friendly neighbors in the north, but just U.S. Dollar. Curl, what's going on, amigo?
It's all good, man. Just jumping in the space. Thank you for bringing me up. Just want to touch on a point that Space Cadet said. It's hard to get bad actors out of anything, especially like when you talk about meme coins or NFT projects. And I think changing the metadata, just kind of showed how artificial walls can be built and how one bad person or one bad actor can kind of like halt the progress of an entire project. I was watching the timeline and everybody has their own bullshit to say, but I think sometimes you just got to call out the bullshit and say, hey, this is not where the actual floor is. This is artificially created by somebody who is a bad actor and is not looking out for the actual project. They're looking out for themselves and their fucking $3 a piece. So it's kind of whatever has been said and whatever will be said. The reality is this is a prime example. If anybody was able to take snapshots of fucking 70 goddamn things holding up a fucking wall, like that's the reality of the situation that most projects are facing. If anybody doesn't know, if you start flooring too many NFTs, the bots will take over and the bots will artificially lower the floor and start fighting people out of their own things that they actually care about. So the reality of this space is if you like a project, if you like the art, if you like what's going on, just support it and most of the stuff will take care of itself. But if you are footed out of your own bags based on some like artificial bullshit on the timeline or artificial bullshit that's created by some bot or by some whale, like you're gonna lose out on things. And the fact that the vastness of this collection is fucking crazy. Like I'm still finding shit after a week, guys. Like Tyler's like, flowers to you. I think I'll always say it to you, but the vastness of a collection, like you'll find stuff that you love on the floor, you'll find stuff that you love mid, and you'll find stuff that, Jesus, if you're willing to pay 10 soul for something you love, more power to you. But there's something to love everywhere. And I will say there was a Mog with a fucking gas mask that I missed when it was like floored to like
Is it the one not the
floor.
smartest is wearing right now? I saw that shit. That was
Oh, you
crazy.
son of a bitch.
Bro, I got it for the steel. I got it for the fucking steel.
I saw that and somebody messaged it to me. He's like, hey, do you want this? I was like, maybe. And then it was gone. I was like, maybe took too long. So if you do see something you like, just jump on it, support the space, support the people. And guys, like NFTs, if you like the art, just fucking buy it. Just buy it and hold it. Like that's the simplicity of what you're in. You get to join a community, you get to join a group of people, and then you actually get to interact with, some down fucking base goddamn people that actually give a fuck about the space. Tom, thank you for bringing me on toes. Fucking keep on working, man. I know you're probably operating on like 15 hours of sleep in the past week, so the degenerate nature will eventually set in if you don't
That's
sleep.
generous, dude. That's generous. 15 hours is definitely generous. It's crazy. I wanted to take a second here quickly to say, one, I sincerely appreciate the love, man. You know what I mean? The fact that the community rallied behind it, we have some very interesting stuff coming soon. Starts with the letter P. It's a pretty long word, ends in S. I'll let you guess. But we have some pretty cool stuff happening, and because of these community incentives, you know what I mean. People are seeing that we're trying to trailblaze in ways that other people I think have been kind of too afraid to do, or rather maybe they feel like it's a little too abrasive. And I wanted to just take this time to shout out a few people that I see in the audience here that have actually really just been day one supporters, day one helpers. UMGD, Remelia Cat, Noble One, Chichan, Bomb Crypto, fucking G Easy is an absolute legend at making memes. Tap in with bro. Tyler, Opulent, Priest XBT, Shush, Big Homie. I see Mumu the Bull is in here now. Dougie, let's keep going down the list, man. Danny, USDA, Sartorius, so fire, man. Stratton, Oakmont, Naked Stone, D3, man. I see all you guys, man. I see all you guys all the time. Alistor.
We're stoked to have him. That was our co-host here, Taj. He's with the Webkidz. We just gave away another one, absolutely free. Congrats to AA Aaron with the Trump Tardios. You just won yourself a free NFT.
And Dizzy. My bad, Dizzy. I love you, Dizzy.
Yes, welcome. Thank you, Aaron. You just won. We gave away a second Webkidz NFT. Go check them out on magiceden.io. You can buy one right now for a very affordable price. Welcome to Shogun and Shagums. How's it going, guys?
What's up, Tom?
What's
How's it
up?
going?
What's going on? Yeah, Shogun with the Nikadi family. How's it going, amigo?
Not much, man. Just always love coming and supporting, man. Tom Bibby, dude, a fucking legend, and building in the trenches with the D-gens. Always here to support, man. This guy's got the best spaces. Wanted to come up and show some love, man. The Web Kids, man. This looks dope.
Absolutely. You got a cool collection too. You're working with Nikadi Maker. That's what you're rocking as your PFP. Looks like they got the Mog glasses on as well. And yeah, I'm really grateful. There were times when I wanted to give up, just like Todd said. Sometimes the going gets rough, but I'm like, I don't care. Like, you just gotta face it head on, keep going. The persistence and consistency will pay off. Congratulations to the winner of our second giveaway here, absolutely for free. We just gave away another Webkidz to Enchilada, and then also to our Trump Tardio fam. Trump Tardio's also got some buzz, I should say. Like a few weeks back, we had like some of the premier people in Web3 sweeping and shouting them out. Easy Eats Bodega of Bodago's fame swept the Trump Tardios, and he's got this massive audience as well. So we saw their floor price also spike. And I think one of the interesting things about like some of these political collections is whenever something happens in the world of politics, you'll see the floor price be affected, right? And in terms of like getting nefarious members out of the community, now that you guys were mentioning it, I tried to launch a rune, right, like a couple months back. Somebody botted our fucking rune launch and took the entire supply. So I've been trying to shake this guy out, like just sort of like what you guys were trying to do with this G thing. I've been like what can I do to get the floor down to like get this guy out, get this fucking supply back. And I don't know if anyone has any feedback. Get in my DMs. Let me know, because I don't know if you guys fuck with runes or not. But I've been trying to like, launch a runes thing on the ordinal side of things, and I don't know. I was like, what do you do if someone just bots your mint and then like has 90% of the freaking supply? Like I don't want to like launch it again. Like, God, that's annoying. Like just so you can. I'm like, why don't we just crash the floor and then see if they panic sell and then like scoop it up? I don't know. Welcome everyone to the space. My name is Tom Bibby, and one of the most notorious names in Web3. We're giving away free NFTs here, absolutely on the house, and we want to give away one more Webkidz absolutely for free. Aaron, I sent you a DM. Respond with your Solana address, and we will get that to you ASAP. Big shout out to our great speakers for joining us here. Hermes with the Wolf Hoodie fam, Curl, not the smartest, Shagums, thanks for joining us. Reed Cloud, not Raid, thanks for joining us here on stage. TMH, thanks for joining us here as well. I thought about getting some of those like Crazy Eyes Webkidz, but I don't know. There were other traits that kind of like jumped out to me. Like I don't know. I'm kind of silly with like some of my preferences for PFP stuff. Like I just also noted that there's a lot of lobotomy traits in the collection. like what's going on? Like why lobotomy
It's
like
death to the lobotomy tees, brother. It is death to the lobotomy tees, man. So we're hosting an incentive pretty soon here we just have so much stuff on the back end to kind of correct. That's the most, like I'd say, embarrassing part, but the part that I'm more confident to say with my chest will be rectified in the first place is there was a few traits that kind of got cooked when we ran them through Launch My NFT. I originally had actually run them through a custom script to create the entire collection, and we spent, me and Mud, my co-founder Mudley, if you guys want to follow him, it's MUDYLI on Twitter. Super bass dude, super Chad. He's been in it for a minute. He's probably in most of the communities you guys are already in. He's been around. He's kind of like a slut in that way. But no, we deliberated on the traits for weeks, dude, on all of the different rarities, on all of the things. So there's a couple traits that we are working at I don't want to say re-rolling, but yes, re-rolling is specifically the lobotomy tees. And then a couple of the pets, so like the little friends or the meme that's on the bottom left-hand side of the image, is the sad SpongeBob, the one that's called Oh Fuck, and then Help Kitty. It's like a really autistic-looking Hello Kitty. There's way too many of all of those, dude. Like the balance is just baffling. I told Launch My NFT's team, I was like, dude, look, there's like 600 lobotomy tees, and then immediately below that, the highest amount of the other traits is like 160. So it was just very imbalanced. So we're working on cool ways to rope those into the whole mutability thing we were talking about. So we incentivize people to max bid the lobotomy tees because they'll basically get the chance to re-roll the shirt into a shirt of their choosing of shirts that have yet to actually be revealed. So that's pretty exciting too, and being able to be part of traits that otherwise should be and probably will be like mythicals to replace.
Interesting. Yeah, I like this whole idea of being a dynamic sort of collection. It kind of opens the doors for future use cases. My thinking is it could be applicable for the gamification of NFTs, and we're seeing some Solana collections do that. Also, these guys with RuneScape, I don't know if you've seen them, the Rune Pikers.
Dude, the Rune PKers, yeah, they're awesome, dude. I loved that collection.
Yeah, they're sort of like integrating the gamification of your NFT. Is there a plan for that with the Webkidz? Like, do you anticipate maybe doing that with the collection or yeah?
Yeah, can you elaborate for me on like, because gamification is such a broad modality or like utility. In terms of gamification, we have a few of our own ideas that we're implementing, but what would you, I guess I'll pass the mic to you, what would you like to see?
Yeah, I think like I've seen like Brawler Bears, they also did something similar, where the NFT will have like a experience points or something like that, and that could be altered by like missions and things like that. And like with the Rune guys, I know that they're well, I think aesthetically they're displaying the NFT that they hold within the game. And I don't know if the metadata is changing depending on like achievements within the game, but I'm assuming that that's part of it. They've been trying to like get me to like go join their games for weeks now. I'm swamped, man. You know what I mean? But they're like, come on, man, get in the video game. I'm like, man, I'm a fucking middle-aged dude, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as much as I enjoy video games, you know what I mean? Like, get in the video game, Tom. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Anyways, welcome everyone to the space Saturday night with the Webkidz. We've been giving away free NFTs, talking Web3, everything in between. Aaron, congratulations. Correct answer was 133 is the price of Solana. Personally, I think Solana will come bouncing back because a lot of the degen action is on Solana currently. One of the interesting statistics I saw the other day was pump fund revenue superseding $100 million. I mean, that's incredible and a testament to what they've been doing on that side of things. It's actually flipping. A lot of coins are
Dude,
frozen.
it's insane. It's like one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Seeing the amount of outflow and inflow of revenue from Pump Fund. And keep in mind, I'm pretty sure their model is they only take like 1% of all transaction fees. The fact that they've surpassed $100 million in 6 months is fucked.
Yeah,
like that's
it's absolutely incredible. They're just absolutely thriving as a platform, and they've also updated the platform to allow like multi-streaming and things like that to allow multiple people to chat during their live streams and things like that. I don't recommend anyone does what the crackhead dev did, which is smoke drugs and hire strippers live on stream.
Shout out Trev though, one time. For the one time.
For the 2 times, shout out Trev.
That whole story is crazy, dude. But so I guess I didn't get to answer your question about gamification. There's a couple like cool things that we're working on in the background. It's just a lot when you factor in the fact that we have to, update probably 1,500 or 2,000 of 3,223. It's a lot to do by hand, right? Like we could run them all through a script and regen, but we would rather put more of a personal touch into it because the generation is what fucked up the collection in the first place, right? And so we don't want to leave it up to computer error. We would rather leave it up to human error and put a more personal spin and a more personal touch on everything. But anyways, so there is a roadmap coming, and there is like a website coming once everything is like actually QC'd and quality assured and everything. But we would like to actually implement some kind of idle game into the website that basically gives credence to and credibility to a future incentive that we want to do. So there's a couple, right? There was a burn your kids incentive that I'll talk about at some point soon. And then I've already spoken about this in other spaces. We call it dead kids. So we wanted to introduce a new trait that kind of got left behind called the Casper body. And it's like this really cool, translucent, almost transparent, like blue body. And so the incentive for those is going to be, if you either locker slash vault or store your kids for a certain amount of time, or if you burn a couple kids alive, then you can create a dead kid. And that's one of the gamification aspects that we wanted to lean heavily on. Another one was potentially there might be a war brewing. When we open the Discord, we're curious to see how the war starts and how the politics evolve. But so we are kind of doing something, again, that I haven't really seen anybody else do. And shout out to community, man. They have some absolutely brilliant ideas that we want to bring to life for them. One of which was we want to start cults within the cult. Because at the end of the day, I like the cult. They like the cult. We want to really push the cult. There's a couple cults that have been forming. So we wanted to give them all a space to be part of their cult that they resonate with. So in our Discord that will be posted probably tonight, most likely tomorrow. I don't want to make any false promises for tonight if we can't deliver, but tomorrow for sure. There will be subsections within the Discord based on your traits. So you can choose roles based on your traits. And then through Matrica, you can graciously by them, you can actually have a role based on the traits you desire and be part of these kind of subcults, we call them. So instead of subculture, there's subcults. So within the Discord, there will be private chats and sections for Akatskis and Pepe skins and captain hats and niqabs and all this different stuff, domo hats and Augs, and just a way to further inspire and incentivize the community to make content and be friends and ultimately just take part in the space together in a way that means something to them, just delivering them the platform. It's the whole, if you build it, they will come, right? And so we want to build it so that they come in more ways than one.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come is one of my favorite expressions, actually. I love that. I love that because it's true. It's really true. If you take the time to build something out and put a lot of care and concern into it, people will see. People will be attracted to it, and the people that vibe with it will be attracted to it. This is a Saturday night space for Webkidz. Thank you to everyone for joining us. We're talking everything in Web3. We've got a great stage of individuals. I did want to welcome Shagums and Blaze here. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, hi guys. And also, if you're requesting, again, just to remind you, the stage is just currently full, and we will rotate speakers as we can.
What's up, Tom? Good to be back up on stage. Last space I was in with you was, I believe it was Thursday, whenever it started as the Webkidz, and then we got down the Kamala Trail and that good one. But thank you, Taj. I had some questions for you on that last space, and you answered them, and I ended up loving and falling in love with the Webkidz community. I ended up snagging one that night, and then just won another one in a giveaway. Rocking that as my PFP now. Caught an absolute banger.
Yeah, the Japan one. I loved that, dude.
Bro, oh my
That's
god.
fire.
And I woke up to that, bro. I woke up, and the first thing I do when I wake up is just check X now, because I've been getting more involved in X in the crypto Twitter space. Everyone says coming from ETH NFTs and ETH meme coins. Fuck ETH, by the way, lost so much money over there. But ever since I came over to Seoul and the Seoul community, everyone here has been fantastic. I first got into the Mogtardio community and they were great. And now the Webkid community is just absolutely insane. That Telegram is ridiculous, just banging every day. And I just got to say thank you guys. Y'all have all made this space phenomenal. Tom, I've been in your spaces for a week and a half, 2 weeks now. You've thrown me up on stage every time. This has just been an excellent time in space. Shout out Webkidz, shout out Tom, shout out Mogtardios, shout out Nora for being a phenomenal co-host.
Yeah, and thank you, Shagums, for joining us here. Make sure to shag him by throwing him a follow here today if you haven't already. We want to make sure all of our speakers get a little bit of credit where credit is due. Thanks to everyone for pulling up. We got one more Webkid to give away. This is dope. Our third freaking Webkid live on a Saturday night because you guys decided to join us here today. If you're not following me, your host, Tom Bibby, take a second to follow me and turn on notifications so you don't miss more spaces, more great giveaways, more chances to win. And yeah, this has been an awesome space. Looks like crypto has been sort of a mixed bag, a lot of choppy action here today as well. We're going to go over the prices we're seeing. Looks like Bitcoin's down slightly, 58,449 currently. Ethereum to 2,400. And to your point, yeah, I've lost a lot of money on ETH NFTs, so I just kind of gave up Shagums myself. Monero at 166. Chainlink chilling at $10.90. Solana currently 134. Binance Coin down slightly to 526. Uniswap token is $5.80.
I'm
Polkadot
sorry, can you repeat that Binance number?
526, my dear.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, apparently CZ has like what is it, 70% of the supply, and that's why it doesn't like crater. I don't know how it managed to hold up water.
Oh, there's so much lore there that like I can't even want to get into it. It's like it's basically just a fucking bullshit coin and like global money laundering slash and like everyone's in on it. It's like you can't fucking do anything about it at this point, I feel like.
Yeah.
There's unless you want to take on every federal agency and like international government.
Tom, did Soul go up $1 since we asked that trivia question?
Yes, it did. I think this space is responsible for that move higher because we've been talking about Solana. People are like, all right, we should go buy some of this coin because these guys are hyping it live here on stage. Welcome everyone to the space. Thank you for joining us here today. This is a special space, Saturday night space for Webkidz. If you're not following Taj here with the Webkidz, take a second to follow them. Go check out the Webkidz with a Z on Magic Eden as well. Go buy one, join the community. One of the great things about projects like this is that for a very small amount of money, you get into an awesome community with great traction. You know, I think it was Shagums. Thanks for stopping by. He dropped off, but you know, he was also not a fan of ETH. I know Nora's also not a fan of Ethereum. One of my gripes with that blockchain was I would buy NFTs for $5,000, $10,000, and I get like one or two followers, like, you know, for a Pudgy Penguin or a Doodle or whatever. And I'm like, what is this crap? I just spent fucking 10 grand and like I'll get more traction with like a $50 Webkidz. You know what I mean? Like what
I
why
mean,
is
if
this
that's your goal to like, I mean, depending what your goal is with it, like I just didn't like it because I just, looked at how like it just there was no real system in place that was actually viable in terms of how smart contracts were deployed. They could be altered and the code could be changed at any time and rerouted to different wallets. Like it was just too fucking hackable. And then a lot of projects were just front ran by VCs, and they're the ones who made all the money, and like no token, like there was almost zero utility that came out of it, and most NFT collections went to almost zero in terms of value, and then transaction fees are just a whole nother story.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely but basically a whole issue like on Ethereum. But yeah, to your point, I don't think it was my goal. It was just very anticlimactic to like, fork over a lot of money for like a Doodle or a Pudgy Penguin and think, okay, this is it. I'm in. Let's freaking go. You know what I mean? And then like not really have not much fanfare, not much of a hoo-ha. And I've seen collections like Webkidz or Mogtardios. Well, you'll get one for $20 and get like a whole bunch of messages here. So yeah, very interesting to see. We're gonna go over some of the top volume leaders on the Solana side of things as well to let you guys know what's taking place here today. I did want to welcome a celebrity in our spaces, which is really cool to see. Leonardo DiCaprio, welcome back on stage, man. How's everything?
I'm good, bro. And you?
I'm good. How's the love life, man? Like, I know you always date supermodels, and you're always
Yeah,
And 21-year-olds.
yeah. Like, how's that?
yeah, nothing much really.
Okay, so here's an idea for you, Leo, because you've been successful in the movie industry, right? Wolf of Wall Street. You were in Titanic. You were in Catch Me If You Can. I really like that film. And you could take some of your money and buy Webkidz, right? Like, is that like what, like $100,000? You got that kind of money,
And
don't
you love kids, dude.
What's Webkidz, bro?
you?
I
Hell
don't even know what it is.
Only the greatest collection on Solarmo blockchain, my friend.
Go on Magic Eden and buy the floor.
True. Absolutely.
Is it an NFT?
Yes, sir. Solana
Yeah, I'm
NFT.
not really into NFTs, but
Okay, you might be into these. See if it
I
was.
yeah, maybe. What's the price of one?
Cheaper than you probably think. I'd say probably like what's $45, $50 for entry.
$45. Leonardo DiCaprio, if you're not into NFTs, how did you
Okay,
find
let
our
me
space?
just fucking get one because you said.
How did you find our space? All right, I don't know. It's the internet, right?
Well, there
Anyone?
he goes.
Bro,
Official
how I
Leonardo
found it.
DiCaprio
Bro.
partnership, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us, Leonardo DiCaprio. I hope to see you in another
I
film.
love you so much. I hope you don't get arrested for pedophilia. I love you.
Yeah, I know. As soon as they turn 25, they're out the door.
Out. They're out. He's kicking their ass right out.
They're out. They're
Yeah,
gone.
they got this system down pat.
That's really bizarre behavior. I mean, I don't know, man. I think there's some very good-looking women that are 30 years old. I wouldn't. You
Nah,
know.
bro, listen, why are you not even letting me like talk, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to
Yeah.
put some more oomph in your talk, my friend. We need oomph. Oomph.
Nah, we don't need that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. 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 Welcome to my space. If you don't like how I'm hosting, you can host your own space, and do what you like there. You know, that's just the way it is. You don't
I
like
will say my man is from Utrecht. I got the chance recently to go to Utrecht to visit some friends of mine, and it was actually beautiful. It's such a beautiful place. I'd never been to the Netherlands before, and I really enjoyed it, actually. Shout out
That's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
cool.
Yeah, let's go over some of the top volume leaders on the Solana side of things. This is a Webkidz Saturday night space with me, your host, Tom Bibian. We just gave away 2 free NFTs. We got one more Webkidz to send your way. If you haven't already, check out that pinned post, retweet it, and also click that chat bubble, please, bottom right-hand corner of your screen. I want to thank the speakers for joining me here tonight. Space Cadet, thanks for joining us. Hermes with the Whiff Hoodie fam, thanks for pulling up. Curl, appreciate you joining us. TMH, Enchilada, not the smartest. Our co-host, Taj and Nora, thank you guys for helping me out as co-hosts here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to dip out. I do have some plans. So, this is thanks for having me though, and thank you for having me as a co-host. It's been a great space. You're such a great host to have. You actually do the work. I don't usually when I'm even co-hosting, I feel like I have to do like, carry the weight of the space in terms of keeping it going, but I actually have gotten to be lazy tonight in terms of doing much as a host. So I appreciate you. But I got to take off unfortunately. So I hope you all have a great night.
All right,
Bye, Nora. Thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time.
Nora.
You've been awesome.
thank you for hosting. We'll swap you out for not the smartest, not as attractive, but it's okay. Um, we'll take it. You know, uh, just how it goes. Yeah. I hope she's a-okay. That seemed like a bit urgent, but we are about to go over the top 24-hour volume leaders on the Solana side. We'll also go over ordinals and Ethereum NFTs just to bring everyone up to speed here today in the space. Right now, 24-hour volume leaders on Solana. SMB Gen 2 is topping the charts at 25 Sol, number 1 in terms of 24-hour volume. Fragana's is number 2 at 1.16 Solana. Herman's is number 3 at 1.6 Solana. Number 4 is Blinks GG, coming in at 9 Solana. They're number 4 in terms of 24-hour volume. Number 5 is Mad Lads, which is up slightly at 60 Sol. Famous Fox Federation is number 6 and is currently 5.3 Sol. Number 7, D Gods at 28.2 Solana. Number 8 is Pox Eggs. I don't know what this is, but it's 471 Sol. What the hell is this? What the hell is Pox Eggs?
That's the monkeypox.
Don't even worry
Egg.
about it.
All right.
Yeah, don't even. Let's not.
All right. They're
Farm.
Yeah, it sounds okay. So next is Sick of Rugs, which is 0.28 Solana, and then number 10 in terms of 24-hour volume is Null and Void. Their price is 0.468 Solana. That's your roundup on that blockchain, the Solana blockchain. On Ethereum, top 10 volume leaders, we got Pudgy Penguins. Number 1 at 10.8 ETH, Bored Ape Yacht Club. Number 2, 13.17. Jirasan is number 3 at 0.62. CryptoPunks, number 4, 29.9. Ethereum, Mutant Ape Yacht Club is number 5 at 2.09. Milady Maker coming in at number 6 at 3.5. Ethereum, Little Pudgies up slightly at 0.92. Kunpai Pandas dipping a little bit, but it's number 8 in terms of 24-hour volume at 0.40. Worldwide Web 0.1 ETH, up slightly, and DYAD is the number 10 collection on Ethereum. In terms of 24-hour volume, currently 0.55 Ethereum. That's your wrap up of top trending volume. And yeah, Taj, we got someone in my DMs being really annoying, saying Taj is wealthy, but he's not sweeping the floor. Do you know about who I'm talking about? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Who is it?
Cornholio. Do you know Cornholio?
No, but I've heard them in spaces before. The thing about sweeping that I find so interesting is that people want to bitch and moan that I haven't swept more than once today. We did sweep this morning, but dude, I've already done 15 different sweeps. And the funny thing about sweeps is we are just waiting to really pump the floor. We have quite a few chads that are just on standby. If you look on chain, pretty much most of, if not, I think 95% of all the top 20 wallets are completely delisted. So I'll be honest, I'm not really too concerned about sweeping because at the end of the day, it's just going to be accumulating those smaller pieces and just, you know what I mean? Going from there. I won't speak too much on that behalf, but yeah, as far as sweeps go, man, I'll be real. I have 400 kids in my locker. there's no shortage of sweeping over here, my friend.
Yeah, no problem.
One thing
Go
about
ahead.
one thing about projects that do like unartificial sweeps and shit is like you're creating a fake floor, you feel me? So it's like, yeah, you might as well price or whatever and try to send it up, but when it comes time to, you know, retrace or whatever, you got no support to fall back on because they're real, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's different if like you get an organic 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 wall built up. Yeah, like any devs that's, you know, just up on the, but that shit's fake. You feel me? They're fake candles. So that's, you know, just like with meme coins. You feel me? They do fake buys and shit. So same thing over here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good idea.
And we've just been onboarding people in the background without actually like having to talk about it. I kind of hate, not to shade anybody else, but I really hate when people like bull post their bot posts from the sales bot on Twitter. I think that shit's super corny because it's just, it gives meme coin scammer. It gives people being like, oh my God, I got a 10x on my thing. And then they're actually calling it a 20x, you know, at a 20x, you know, and it's just like, to be honest, what I hear from Cornholio is maybe he is the person listing super low and so wants us to sweep so that we buy his pieces. Fuck out of here, man. It's all good. We'll wait for people to rotate and list lower, and it's fine. It is what it is at the end of the day.
He's just being very persistent in my DMs during this live broadcast, and so I want to bring it to your attention. But he's also apologized to me, saying, "Tom, I've had a horrible week. I'm really sorry to have like vented to you in that way." So no problem.
That's actually really respectable. I respect that a lot. There was a space last night that I did that there was a lot of grift, but then I actually had the chance to like explain, you know what I mean, and just meet a lot of the criticisms head on. And I think that those sorts of things are really commendable in people if they can really own their grift, you know. But it's funny. I was saying this to somebody earlier. There's been so many different instances now of I see people fighting on the timeline. I reach out to them directly. I ask them like, hey, do you want to have a conversation? And then one of two things always happens, right? They either don't say anything and they just avoid us and don't say anything else on the timeline, or we have a conversation and they realize like, wait, oh, there's actually like a person behind this screen that isn't, you know what I mean, X, Y, and Z. Hold up. And then there's even been so many different instances now, like probably 90% of the interactions I've actually had with Flutters is like they convert. You know what I mean? That's a very unique thing that happens, and I think it's a very beautiful thing that ultimately they're just like, damn, I didn't realize it was like that. Like I appreciate you for being open and being humble and, you know, showing humility, and I appreciate that a lot. So I fuck with you, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So I think that's like to segue from the Cornholio thing, like, trust me, sweeps have been happening. They'll continue to happen. Everybody in the TG already knows they'll continue to happen. I'm not worried about an artificial floor because at the end of the day, there's so many things coming, brother. You are so early. Don't worry about a sweep. I can get a friend in tomorrow if I needed to and wanted to that can spend 20 SOL on the floor. Like, it's not an issue. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of making sure that we have the right mechanisms in place and the right people on call in order to effectively push this thing. Because I'll be real, this is my first NFT project, but I'm by no means a stranger to psychology, right? Or trader psychology or game theory. Like, these are things that that I'm deeply fascinated by. So we just have to make sure that all the pieces on the board are aligned properly to attack, you know.
Absolutely. All your ducks are in a row, so to speak. That was our co host, Taj. Make sure to follow them for updates about the Webkidz collection on Solana. And I don't only just host spaces for NFTs, I sweep NFT collections myself. Take a look at my collection in the pinned post up above, ladies and gentlemen. I host spaces, I give away NFTs, I sweep the floors of these collections. So, I'm getting in there, putting my money where my mouth is, so to speak. And I'm happy to do it for communities that are organic and authentic. That's what you want to look for, ladies and gentlemen. Find those NFT collections that are doing the right thing, that have real individuals behind them, putting in the work, showing up every day. If you see a founder that's showing up every day, that like it doesn't get much better than that. That's what you want to see is someone that's committed. And so even people that dislike me in Web3, I'll respect them because I see that like they're at least trying and like showing up every day or like putting in the effort. You know what I mean? I'll take my pride and ego out of the equation and say at least this guy didn't just like fucking throw in the towel after 2 weeks. Like because it's very tempting to do that. Hermes, what's going on?
Yo, wait, Tom. I was just I was just posting a reply in your pin so you can check it out as well because you were speaking about sweeping floors. And can I talk about a project that I like a lot?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, have you heard about Monkey Labs?
I don't think so. Tell me about it.
So it's basically it's these monkey NFTs. They're really cool. They're like 5,000, and it's gonna have a token, and it has a staking mechanism as well. And the dev, he worked with Cirque du Soleil and the Olympics. He's hella based. Dean. He's partially doxed. So yeah, if you guys have time, it's like at point one right now the floor. But yeah, super bullish on this project. It's coming out to TG at the end of the month. So yeah, do check it out. And it's gonna have like a mutant ape aspect to it. So like some 2021 vibes where you get a juice and you can mutate your ape at the season 2.
Interesting. Is that on Solana?
Yeah, this is on Solana.
Okay, thank you, Hermes. Here on stage with their Whiff hoodies, guys. Follow Hermes. If you haven't already, Whiff hoodies are doing great things. They are innovative. Created a cool website as well, which I need to definitely peruse a little bit more. And guys, we got to get to our third giveaway. This is amazing. 3 Webkidz given away in one epic Twitter space. Right? When do you see this happen? And there's no games, no catch. Right? Just free NFTs because
Mass kid adoption.
we're just grateful to have them here. We're just grateful to have you. Yes, you listening here. You being here means so much to me, and I'm so grateful for each and every individual that tuned in, showed up, retweeted, got the word out, and everyone that's been playing to win some free NFTs. Everyone in the Telegram, thanks for rating us, supporting what we do as well. It means a whole heck of a lot. We're going to get to our third NFT giveaway. First 2 winners being Enchilada and Aaron from the Trump Tardio collection winning those free NFTs, ladies and gentlemen. And don't think that we're done. Make sure to turn on notifications for myself. If you haven't, you'll see when we go live, and you can win more free NFTs in the future here as well. And yeah, we've been talking about this collection here today called Webkidz, right? Webkidz on Solana. And I'm looking for the answer just from the listeners, not the speakers, all right? Not the speakers. What is the last letter in the word Webkidz? What is the last letter? On the pinned post, ladies and gentlemen, the first person to answer correctly will win. The last letter from the audience, and we'll announce the winner in 2 seconds. Taj, I got to give it to you, man. You got the passion, the knowledge base to do this. And I think that, I've been a part of Web3 for a while too, and I know the frustration in trying to join certain communities and get in on them and make a difference. But when it's your own proprietary collection, you can do things the way that you like and prevent like the fuck ups, so to speak, that or the politics that come with another collection, because I've tried to make inroads in like other derivative collections, like sweeping them and hosting and like yada yada. But then like egos come into play, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. But yeah, to make your own proprietary collection is a great move. And the other great thing about Webkidz is that it's not like a 10K collection, because I think in this market environment that would be too big of a supply. And one of the reasons I sometimes don't sweep or don't get involved is because I'm a little bit concerned about the supply side. Like we had Nakamigos, right, getting hyped like crazy, like a year or two ago, and I didn't go. I just didn't, because I was 20K supply. There is no way, even if Beeple is pushing it, even if celebrities are pushing it, even if like you know what I mean? Like we had celebrities tweeting about Nakamigos, Beeple's making memes, but I didn't go in because I was like, I don't know if how a 20K supply might hold up, because there's like 2,000 people trading NFTs. Like everyone, every trader is gonna buy 10 Nakamigos, like right? Like you know what I mean? Like how the fuck is that gonna work? Like it's just bizarre. Let's see who won that free NFT. Reed, you got it. Reed with the Z. The last letter is Z, ladies and gentlemen, in Webkit. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, Reed, you were not the first. I
Oh,
lied.
I thought you had to say it in the mic. Oh fuck, I knew it was T.
God damn it. Hold on. Okay, Aaron, you already won a free NFT. You can't enter again.
Oh, wait, I knew it was T. I'm not even lying, but I thought you had to say it in chat.
Enchilada, why is Enchilada entering? You've already won. Hermes put A. A is not the correct answer. Shagums. Shagums, are you Hermes? You're a comedian, man. He put A. Like yeah, like Webkidz.
What?
He's shit posting on my giveaways.
Do I get an A for effort? Because I'll tell you what happened. It was like iPhone autocorrect.
You shit post my giveaways. Hermes,
Bro,
you're
it was autocorrect. Swear to God.
Shagums, you are the winner. Shagums.
Now I'm a speaker. I told you I was dropping down so that I could participate in this fucking trivia, Tom.
Way to go. You won yourself a free freaking Webkidz.
Let's go.
I need to win me a Tom Bibian giveaway. One of these days, I'm gonna drop down from co-host and fucking win me one, dude. That took way too long, bro. I'm locked into these giveaway questions.
If y'all see my 2 DMs that I sent Tom, both times it's like I'll come back up as speaker, but I'm dropping down I'm dropping down so I can partake in this trivia, man. Like once more, Tom, you're doing amazing things here. These spaces, you get so many people in here. The hype you have, and like Taj, you sweeping your own collection, having all these NFTs to give away and onboard new people into the community. This is just absolutely fantastic. But going back, Tom, yes, fuck ETH in every way.
Yeah, I mean, they had so much. You know what it is? Is like I felt like they had a lot of potential and a lot of promise, and like they fumbled the bag or they dropped the ball. Because they had scaling issues. They kept us waiting for like the updates on sharding and all these like things, and so we all kind of held our breath for the updates for scaling issues. And it just took too long, and so the attention moved elsewhere. People move to different blockchains. They start to get into ordinals. They start to get into Solana. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really a tricky thing. And so I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, they tried to introduce Base as an alternative, but I've only like traded with it haphazardly. I don't know if anyone on stage has messed with the Base layer, like alternative that they're saying, oh well, this one's faster. You don't have to deal with this crap, but also, I've lost money, I think, by inadvertently sending things to the wrong address instead of the base address. We're like, fuck, god damn it. And so that's been annoying. It happens to the best of us because they're like, well, you sent it to an ETH address, but it wasn't the base ETH address. I'm like, fuck, god damn it. That money's never coming back. I think I sent like $1,000 in ApeCoin to the wrong address. I'm like, motherfucker. I don't know. And I sent like $200 in Chainlink to the wrong. Like this kind of shit just happens in Web3. So do be careful. And a reminder to everyone listening: NFTs, cryptocurrencies, meme coins, super speculative in nature. It's just for fun. So take that into consideration as well, guys. A shout out to our speakers, our winners here: Enchilada Shagums, Aaron from the Trump Tardio collection. Congratulations on winning. This is dope. I am so happy that you guys were able to do it. here today. And yes, for those wondering, I was looking for the correct answer on the pin post, not like in the comments or on my or on the pin post on my page, but on the pin post in this space, in this very space, ladies and gentlemen. We got two great co-hosts here as well, Taj and Not the Smartest, joining us. Thank you to you guys for helping out earlier. It was Nora as well, but she did have to take off. And yeah, I want to hear from some of our speakers on what they think is going to take place with this collection or with cryptocurrencies as well, because we've seen sort of a pullback in cryptocurrencies. But I'm of the opinion that Bitcoin and Solana will be okay. I think that those two will be fine. There's way too much institutional investment into Bitcoin for it to really go too far. I believe like there's major banks and major hedge funds that just like are loaded up, and then with Solana, that's where the mind share is going. You know, like that's where the degen action is going. That's where I'm spending my time. You know, and one of the things that Charles Schwab would always say when it came to trading and investing in stocks, and it's one of the most brilliant pieces of advice, is invest in what you already know. You know, you wear Nike shoes, right? You know, you're using Gillette products, right, to shave, right? Like, and so I'm using Solana on the daily now, you know, and so what am I actually utilizing? And that's Solana. Like, what am I actually utilizing? You know, Bitcoin. I no longer log into OpenSea. I no longer trade Ethereum NFTs. And it's just a shame. It's just unfortunate. Hermes, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask your opinion, Tom, and like the speaker's opinion about the ETFs on Ethereum. If it's gonna help out in the long run, if it's gonna be irrelevant. Like, what's your thoughts?
One more time, Hermes. I'm sorry.
I was asking your thoughts on the ETFs, the
Ah.
Ethereum ETFs.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of speculation about this. The ETF, the exchange traded funds that we've been seeing launched for Bitcoin and others. A lot of hoopla, a lot of fanfare. It took a while for the Bitcoin ETFs to be approved. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's more at this point. I think it's more marketing for ETH than anything else. I don't think it's going to be a credible long term investment, and I don't think I could be wrong about this, but I don't think big banks and mutual funds or like hedge funds and things like that are going to want like to spread themselves too thin on the ETF side, because theoretically you could get like, you know, a fucking dog with hat ETF, right? Like, why don't we just have a Pepe ETF? Why don't we have a fucking, you know, like you could take this logically to like this crazy conclusion of, you know, we're gonna have like a fucking MOG ETF or something. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. It is a bad idea. Exchange, no sovereign wealth fund is going to be wanting to allocate money into Pepe. You know, as much as people may think that that's a great idea, I don't see it happening. And I don't know if ETH will survive necessarily, like because you know they got way too cocky, their heads got too big. You know, they had all the hype a couple years ago, and they felt invincible. You know, and I don't want to complain too much on this space, but you know, there were collections that I forked over a lot of money, 5 figures, and you know, they were so cocky at the time, like Doodles or Penguins or whatever, where they're like, you know, like, so what, man? You just bought one penguin. Like, so what, man? You just bought one doodle. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? That's obnoxious, man. They're like, Jimmy has 10 doodles. I mean, you're not Jimmy, are you, Tommy? I'm like, what? What is this crap? Why do I have to take this like abuse, basically? You know, like you got the price of a used car for a JPEG, but you think because you got the hot hand, you know, you got the celeb, you got like the buzz and the hype that you can just do this, and then lo and behold, the karma train, ladies and gentlemen, stops for no one. You know, and so that's just the way it goes. So now all the action is on Solana. You know, everyone's moving, and now you know you go into the Doodles Discord, it's like completely toxic. It's a fucking good toxic ass Discord. You know what I mean? Like, way to go, guys. Way to fumble your $50 million fucking venture capital raise. You know how much money I raised for my show? $50 and some Subway coupons. Okay, that's my budget. All right, and we're being kinder than these guys. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely insane. Shagums, what do you think of this?
I mean, I'm always gonna say fuck the very high price JPEGs, but you were just making a point about like if you just got one doodle, then they were saying fuck you, and I just wanted to take that moment to just reiterate on how great of a community that like I've experienced Webkidz being. Whenever I got my first one, and introduced into the Telegram, amazing, bam, you're Webkidz, you're one of us. Fuck all of those expensive ass motherfuckers. Oh, if you don't drop 10 grand on this JPEG, fuck you. Nah, bro. These communities on Solana are absolutely the real. Absolutely real.
Yeah, and I think like that's part of it. I think there's an open-mindedness to Solana, and even Bitcoin ordinals. Like I've been much more welcomed in some of these communities than I ever was on ETH. There's a lot of clickiness. There's a lot of clickiness on ETH, unfortunately. And so even if like I bought a cool cat, I literally paid 2 fucking grand for a cool cat, and like the Doodles mod messages the cool cat's mod. I'm not making this up, and it's like we don't like Tom. And then the cool cats are like, well, if the Doodles don't like you, Tom, then the cool cats don't like you. I'm like, I thought this was a separate collection. What does the cool cats have to do with the Doodles? Right? Like, why can't I just fucking buy an NFT and chill in peace? I'm not even making that up. I don't even care if they're listening and they sue me. Go ahead. All right. Your host here gives no fucks. I genuinely don't give a shit. Because I'm like, I just paid 2 grand for this. I should be welcomed into the community. But they're like, we heard what you did with the Doodles, Tom. We heard you fun Doodles. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, why do you guys have to act like fucking 6-year-olds in kindergarten? Like this doesn't happen on Wall Street. All right, if you go into a brokerage firm and you're like, I want 5 grand of like Nike shares, they're like, sir, right this way. Here's some tea. Please have a seat. You know what I mean? Like it's like this whole professionalism that you get like like Charles Schwab if you walk into Fidelity. It's just crazy to me to see guys.
Yeah, like these Web3 reputations are like fucking wild, bro. It's crazy, but it is what it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm like, I told someone, I'm like, dude, I could have paid like, what is it? Like, I could have taken like a first class flight to Hawaii and like had a stewardess like give me a back rub for the for the money I spent on this fucking JPEG. And like, you guys are just so unappreciative. Like, it's entitlement. There's a lot of entitlement, and it's unfortunate. But I am so grateful to have everyone here. Thank you to each and every one of you, for joining us. Your presence means so much that you tuned in, that you shared the space, that you've retweeted it. If you follow me, I promise to follow you right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm all about that reciprocity. I want to welcome Parlay on stage as well, my retardio brother. What's going on? And Parlay, fucking clown.
He's such a fucking asshole.
He does that all the time,
He's
bro. He
so
comes
funny,
out to make
bud.
dicks.
I like
That
it.
kid is hilarious.
Okay.
Bro, that's
Nah, he's funny as fuck.
that's
Oh,
fucking
bro,
parlay for you in every way.
he's so funny. I was waiting for the thumbs down spam, bro.
It's okay. I wanted to do the right thing. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Like whatever. Maybe he's not going to be a jerk. Maybe he's going to be cool. But yeah, for those that missed it, we welcome Parlay on stage. And then right after that introduction, he left. The same thing happened to me about a week ago. We had people from Nigga Butt Token come on stage and be like, "Come on, Tom, don't you like Nigga Butt?" I'm like, "No, I don't know. I don't know."
Hey, don't get on the spaces line, Tom. We know what happened in that space.
What are you talking about? Are
we
you
know
are you one of them co-hosts? Are you
we know what happened. We're not gonna talk about it. This is the future now, Tom.
Well, okay. Well, the point being, well, fine. I won't share their dirty little secret. But they're like, "Come on, say it, Tom." And then I'm like, "Fine." And they're like, "All right, now we leave." Same thing as Parlay doing it, but whatever. You try not to take it to heart. I think it's funny. Didn't they get their account suspended? The official.
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
They did, right? Like, and I think, yeah, like maybe some people were like, "You can't keep saying that, man. That's not cool." But even though it doesn't have the hard R, it's it's okay. It is, it's what it is. Yeah, let's freaking go. We got a pinned post from me about my Webkidz collection. Up at the very top right now, it's got 27 retweets. If that gets to 45 retweets, we'll give one more away. One more away before we wrap up. So check out that pinned post featuring my Webkidz collection and retweet it. Let people know that we're doing these spaces here today. And congratulations one more time to our winners here today. I'm so thankful for all of you for joining us here today on a Saturday night chill space with the Webkidz fam. I think we got the Webkidz account in the audience as well. If you guys want to follow them for official updates, go ahead and do that. Webkidz with a Z, not an A, Hermes. Go ahead and follow them. I did trivia.
What are some of your favorite traits, Tom?
You know what I really want to get next is the one with text on it. It just says text because it's so fucking schizo. I'm like, I was looking through the collection, it just says text in the top right, like not like anything witty or whatever. But I thought that was dope. I like the sparkly eyes because I feel like those would make for a good PFP. I
Yeah.
like the emo hair as well. I think artistically it stands out. And those are some of my favorites. I know I probably haven't even discovered all the traits, so that's how
There's
it
a
is.
lot, brother. I think there's like 700 total, or like
Yeah,
660.
there's so many.
Some of the cults are like the Og one, and then the Captain hat. So people are like building their own cults and stuff already for individual traits.
Taj, I did have a question for you.
Yeah, please.
If you could go back over the lobotomy shirts. I know you were saying that there's a bunch of them, and I know the first one that I
Death
copped
to
has
the
a
lobotomy.
lobotomy shirt. So what am
Yeah.
I going to be able to do with mine to be able to change that lobotomy shirt to be able to get?
So we want to introduce staking, for sure, and maybe like burning a couple lobotomies to be able to upgrade, like, but not a couple, but like burning an NFT, for example, to be able to upgrade, whether it's a lobotomy of your choice or maybe like a trait reroll on a different picture. I mean, it's really ultimately, I think, up to the community as to what they think would be the best. Because I'm down to test, I'm down to implement all kinds of stuff. It's just, you know what I mean? All this stuff is for you guys at the end of the day. Like, we really just wanted to ultimately we just want to make it the way that we intended to launch it in the first place. The only reason that there are so many lobotomy teas was because we used our own like custom script to generate everything. But then when I was uploading everything to launch my NFT, the entire batch got fucked. It didn't take a handful of the images. The JSON, for some reason, I don't know why, had like wrong metadata. And so you can imagine with 3,000 pieces, it's pretty difficult to like go in and hand refile metadata and sort through everything and organize it properly. So we just said, fuck it. We use Launch My NFTs generate feature. And how it works is it categorizes them based on like the rarity of traits, and you can choose the percentage and stuff. We didn't realize that we put only lobotomy teas in the common section. And then for the percentage, it was like 50% value for common shirts. So lobotomy teas ended up having way too many. But yeah, we want to introduce a few new shirts for any lobotomy holders for you guys to kind of upgrade at whim, as long as there's like a kind of like staking for, let's say, like a couple days or something, to be able to then upgrade the shirts to whatever you want.
Well, I've got noties on for you and Webkidz, so I will be making sure I'm watching out for things to upgrade my lobotomy shirt. I appreciate the info, my good sir.
Yes, a big thank you to Taj for coming, spending time with us, answering questions that the community may have about this collection, Webkidz on Solana. Go buy one on Magic Eden here today if you haven't. We're so grateful to the community and everyone for joining us here on stage. We gave away 3 freaking NFTs absolutely for free from this community in this space. The space is recorded. If you want to share it with the other Webkidz that couldn't be here after the fact, go for it. To enjoy the lulls, enjoy the laughs, and hear about what Taj had to say about some of these questions that were answered. And I think it's good to have spaces like this where we can sort of get some of these things or concerns aired out. We had one sort of upset member blowing up my DM saying what's going on, this, that. And so I asked Taj. Taj addressed it very politely. And Cornholio, I hope that he was able to address some of your concerns here as well. I know it's funny to say that word on stage, Bull. It's like, what the fuck? If we get 45 retweets, right now it's at 30, up at the nest. We got one more to give away. We got a little bit of room on stage as well if anyone wants to come talk about this collection. Also, and ask questions or discuss some of their favorite traits as well. To the person who asked me what my favorite traits are, I want to shoot that question back. What are some of your favorite traits in this collection?
9/11 background with the moggers. Fucking mog 'em.
Yeah, that I didn't get. I came around like I think. When did y'all launch, bro? Like Monday or last week? What? When did y'all
On the
launch?
lady's birthday.
Because I think I came in like a week later or 5 days later, something like that. But I got. Let's see what I got. I got a lobotomy tee, so I'm definitely looking forward to swapping that around or playing with that one, which I'm very bullish on, man. Like I'm bullish on a project that has like mess ups and they're working to fix it. You feel me? Because some projects might just say fuck it and and keep going. And so I'm really bullish on that. Bullish on the dev. I really like the AUG, man. The AG. There's some out there that got an AUG rifle. Those are crazy hard. And then let's see. Man, there's so many. It's really hard to choose, bro. That's why I love this project. I sit there and I look at Magic Eden all day. Like I just watch the traits fly around. But yeah, they're all really dope, honestly, bro. If you haven't looked at the project, definitely go check them out. The Pepe ones are cool. The Pepe skins. There's some, man. I just need more soul, bro. I need more soul so I could buy more. That's the problem. I'd buy them all if I
I
could.
know. I didn't realize that there were 700 traits. I mean, that's insane.
Bro, there's none. Like how you see some projects that like you scroll up and down and it's like, man, there's the variety just isn't there. You know what I'm saying? Dog, none of these almost all feel like one of ones. You feel me? Like none of these are close to the other ones. You know what I'm saying? It's put together so well.
I
So
appreciate
well.
you guys. My bad. My internet or my phone fucking died. My phone literally completely died while I was being shown love. That sucked. But yeah, man, that was kind of the point, to be honest, was to make every single one, because I've seen so many like cool ass NFT collections before, and the point was to make every single one feel like a one of one. So that's why we're working super diligently to make sure we update all the traits effectively, like the Geist body. It's still max bid Geist, bro. We're in the process of deploying all those on chain right now. I think 95% of the niqabs have already been reflected properly on chain. You can check them out. All the hair clipping is currently being fixed, and first priority after because we've had a handful of people. So I guess to explain the reasoning why niqabs, I'm pretty sure the floor on niqabs is literally like 4 SOL right now. That's something fucking absurd. You know what I mean? Like the cabals doing their thing, bro. I can't speak on behalf of them. I don't know what they're planning, but yeah, there's a few different traits that I'm starting to see list for quite high. I think the Truey jacket is one of them, and the Geist body I'm starting to see rotate a little bit higher. Like I think the lowest Geist body right now is like 0.4, which is crazy because 2 days ago Geists were 0.2, 0.18. You know what I mean?
I do just want to add the floor is going crazy right now. Like volume is
Actually, hold up. Let me check the TG.
they're sweeping like a
Whoa,
motherfucker
whoa, whoa,
by the ticket.
whoa, whoa! What the fuck?
What?
Bing, 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 bing,
Damn,
bing.
bro.
Ding, 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 ding. For real. That shit
What's
is
the
just
difference?
popping up.
Yo, what the fuck? Okay, cool.
We just had like a good 30 sweep, almost 20 sweep.
I'm telling you, man.
There you go, Cornholio.
I'm telling you, man. Tom Bibian, he brings that energy, ladies and gentlemen. Stop by for more spaces with yours truly. We're gonna keep this going. Taj, I'm so grateful that you let us do this with your community. If you're not following Taj, take a second to follow him on stage for more updates from the Webkidz. We got a pinned post from the Webkidz themselves. If you want to follow the official page for official updates, check that out in the nest and follow their official account to stay up to date with what they got going on. You can buy them on magiceden.io as well right now. We're so grateful to the Webkidz community. I see big things for this community. It wouldn't surprise me to see the floor price just absolutely send. in the near future.
Man, you guys are so fucking early. Like, I wish so bad. I get so giddy thinking about it. I wish so badly I could just tell you guys everything that's coming, man. But let me just tell you, you are so early, man. And like, we're trying to do stuff to pioneer and kind of trailblaze in different ways on the blockchain that we haven't really seen done before. Because obviously we're new, but being new is cool, right? Because it gives you a fresh perspective. It gives you the ability to be more bold and kind of brash and confident in decisions that maybe other people that are a little bit older headed would be more hesitant to make, right? But I see Enchilada with
Yeah.
their hand up here too, so let's definitely pass the mic.
Yeah, Enchilada, what's going on?
Yeah, how are you guys feeling about Lil Pump right now?
I don't know. There's been some drama there on the retardio side of things. Some people saying, well, we're glad he dipped out. Some people not happy with it. I've chatted with Balls. Balls are hard. He's the one that like Little Pump had an issue with in retardio. And I don't know. I think that there's like a lot of like stuff going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to. Like we had Nora here co-hosting, and I think some of the headwinds that she's received within Retardio was sort of from that clique that he's sort of with, and that goes back to like some of the stuff we were talking about earlier. Maybe our co-host wants to comment on this.
No, I was gonna ask what your opinion is of it because you yourself are a cousin, Tom. So what do you think of the 6ix9ine Lil Pump drama that's been going on?
I'll be honest. I'll be completely candid here with you guys on stage. At first I thought it was cool that they were part of the community. And then, I saw some stuff about 6ix9ine that I didn't want to believe. I guess I was sort of in denial about at first, and so I realized like he's got a little bit of dirt on him, and so maybe that could not be like. And I'm not talking about just like a blog post. I'm talking about like actual like documented stuff.
Yeah, to me that's crazy. Like I heard about that shit when he was first coming out, and like they were trying to put him down, and he still blew up the way he did. Even with those allegations at the beginning. So
And,
it's just
Bro,
it's
that
just
man is
it's just
unkillable, bro. He's like a
I
yeah.
rat.
really feel
You
I
can't
He
kill
really
really
him.
feel
he
like
really
it's
is.
just some industry shit there. Like honest,
Yeah, there's some other
yeah.
shit too, though.
I don't think they're allegations though. I think they were actually factual because I
To put a little bit of insight, if you guys don't know the history of 6ix9ine, he definitely had a pedophilia case early on in his career. If that is what you're referring to.
Yeah, Shorty was 13.
That's why Lil Pumps he's against all
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
bro,
Yeah.
I know I'm completely new to this space, by the way. I just saw it that I was on my broadcast, and it's pretty interesting listening to you guys so far. But yeah, anyways, what was I trying to say? Yeah, 13-year-old pedophilia shit. So like, really, 6ix9ine ain't shit right now, to be honest. Like, he's just trying to, get money with you guys. Like, but he doesn't know shit about like really meme coins and like crypto as far as from what I can tell. I'm kind of new to the space, but
Yeah, I kind of felt like it was a little bit like manipulative to have him join Retardio, get us like kind of like, oh cool, 6ix9ine's with us, and then launch a token. The token flops. They have Snorkels, who's like one of the most annoying people in Web3 as a mod for some reason. I literally remove him from spaces. He's that like yeah, uncouth to me
yeah,
because
he literally just, no publicity is bad publicity for him. He just wants attention, and that's how he gets his money, literally.
yeah, it's and people like let him on stage to rap, but he doesn't realize like he's just there to fill the dead air. And it sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. What I love is that he'll leave a space if he logs in, sees that it's me hosting, and then I go into the Discord for Trolley and I see he's a mod. I'm like, this is the dumb whose bright idea?
Who's modding 6ix9ine for a fucking crypto space? That's insane.
It's ridiculous.
Well, not especially that trolley shit he pulled, man. That was some
Hey, so
bullshit.
I could actually speak on that. I know a little bit about like what's going on with like the little pump and 6ix9ine on the back end. So what happened was Sahil hacked a bunch of accounts, right? And one of them was Little Pump. And these guys, they've known about Solana. 6ix9ine knows about it. Little Pump knows about it. And what happened was is Little Pump kind of found out about Retardio, so he got bullish on it. CT or Cousins specifically kind of just carried his coin, on their backs, gave him a 1-on-1. it seems like, I mean, I'm not, I'm, it's hard to say because like it seems like they're dumping, but yeah, they're dumping and Little Pump's just kind of like coming back, like asking for more. And so there's that. 6ix9ine, on the other hand, I think 6ix9ine is legitimately hacked by Sahil, and I don't think 6ix9ine's.
I think your internet there, Rug, brother.
Yeah, he's rugging.
But I mean, to answer the question, how do I feel about Lil Pump? I mean, bro, we spent an hour and a half trying to onboard him with a custom 1 of 1 that literally has like multiple different traits that haven't even been seen or put into the collection yet. You know what I mean? Including the Cartier frames, the fucking diamond earring, the walk
That shit's so hard.
RT, the pound of weed trait. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming, man. And to be honest, like, ultimately, we just want to do cool shit. And so, like, to that point, you know what I mean? If we had a D-Gods floor, oh my God, bro, we would. I'm sorry if there's any D-Gods in the audience here. We actually have a handful of D-Gods that are big, big hodlers of Webkidz, which is fucking crazy. There's multiple Mad Lads. Like, if we could get to that, when we get to that kind of floor, oh my God, man, there's so much cool stuff that we can and will be doing involving like GameFi and SocialFi and IRL to URL and all these different things that it's just a matter of time, man. It's a matter of timing, and obviously things cost money and things cost funds, right? So the first thing that we wanted to work on was a super secret right now, special little physical bridging of Webkidz in a meaningful way for a lot of the top holders. Because, man, there's a lot. You know, even just going through the hodlers list on Tensor will probably blow your mind. The amount of wallets that just have completely zero listed, like it's insane.
If he doesn't hop on now, he's probably just gonna hop on later.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I agree. Because ultimately, it's just, you know, we're dealing in the attention market. So that was a really good point. That, like, the more attention that builds, I mean, the more people you can onboard, the more stuff that you can do, right? So because we're in the attention market, it's a matter of capitalizing quickly. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine. You adapt, you test, you keep adapting, you keep learning stuff, you keep trying stuff. But I see Reed with his hand up, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Dude, I hope to. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Adaptability is
No, go crazy.
I think Shagums was first. Shagums, you can go, and then I'll go.
Yep. Shagums, go.
So I just wanted to like go back on to like Lil Pump and 6ix9ine jumping into these communities. They end up doing their own coins, and like I've noticed it's a trend for a bunch of rappers to be doing this. And I think until we get something that actually gives a fuck and doesn't just want to make a quick buck on everybody, I don't think any of them are going to be good. But that's where I do have to give Lil Pump kind of his props, because I see he's still pushing his coin more than other people. You know, he did get into that scuffle with.
I can't hear this guy. I'm gonna jump down.
Oh, my apologies.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. It could just be being me talking quiet.
No, you're chilling, bro. You just gotta run it back.
But like I think Lil Pump is honestly one of the best ones. I've seen what's his name, Steve will do it. He's pushing his hero pretty well. But until we have people that are actually gonna do it.
Steve seems a little solid, you know.
What were you saying, G?
I fuck with Steve. I feel like Steve's like I feel like some of these guys, you know, some you could tell just got like an intern, you know, using their account. I feel like some of them like really might be on their computer, you know, on deck screener or on Magic Eden, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck with the community and shit, you know, or trying to build something.
And I definitely think that Steve will do it and Lil Pump are those people. Honestly, I don't know why, but in the back of my head, Taj, I feel like Lil Pump's gonna take one of those damn custom Webkidz and throw it on his PFP as soon as he can change it.
100%, bro. I have a little birdie in my ear that's telling me we might even be able to do some other stuff with Lil Pump too.
What? How long until he could actually change it though?
I mean, nah, bro, it's cap. He could change it right now if he wanted to. There's nothing holding somebody back from changing a profile picture.
Bro's edge maxing.
For real, for engagement purposes, for sure. I think that a lot of it. I think he wanted to honestly just gauge and see, like, if it's not him, that's a smart motherfucking intern, bro. Because if it's not him, all I saw was that was a deliberate attempt to see which communities right now are some of the loudest, right? Because ultimately, somebody brought this up earlier about interaction maxing, not the smartest. You know, it's really smart. Like it's all these celebrities and all these different people IRL that have, you know, a lot of influence and a lot of pull, maybe outside of crypto, the only thing they want to see is the loudest communities, bro. That's all they care about. Like if you look at Michi, if you look at D-Gods, if you look at fucking Billy, if you look at any of these like bigger projects, the way they got bigger was just rating all the time, onboarding all the time, being the loudest, the most annoying, the most obnoxious, putting all the memes, putting all the content, like just crunching as hard as possible. Because that's respectable, dude. That shows that you have a community that's behind you, that's willing to rush, that's willing to do these things, that's willing to pump their own bags. Because, like Not the Smartest said, it's free and it makes you more money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's free. All it takes is a little bit of time and a little bit of attention to be paying attention to the Telegram and paying attention to when there's raids. And to be honest, like I want to max out our raids. Like I wish that I wish it was kind of like the first day, which is kind of bittersweet to say, because dude, that shit was crazy. Me and Mud would post a tweet, and in literally 3 minutes, it would have 300 likes, 75 retweets, 85 replies. Like it was insane. And so I think it's just a matter of time before we get back to those metrics again. And I mean, ultimately, the only reason I care is to be able to onboard people, to be able to blow them up, to be able to go to the low pumps of the world. The second they post a tweet and in a minute it has 100 likes, and they go, well, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, great point. And I think that that's one of the things that separate this collection from other collections. Check out the Webkidz profile, guys, in the pin post. Follow them for official updates. This is a collection on Solana. You can buy one on magiceden.io. I've been your host for the evening, Tom Bibian, along with co-host Taj and Not the Smartest. Make sure you follow my co-hosts as well if you're not, for joining us here today. We're going to throw it to Reed and then take some closing comments from our other speakers before we wrap up.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I just wanted to touch on the celebrity thing for a second. If anyone here actually believes that Sahil has hacked any of these celebrities, I have a bridge to sell you, because it's so beyond not true. And so there are like bad actors, for example, like Lil Reese. Like Lil Reese, that's a rapper who sold his Twitter account. Like he had nothing to do with that meme coin launch. Lil Reese straight up sold his Twitter account to somebody who dropped a pump fund and rugged O Block. And like I was one of many people who got rugged on O Block. I got rugged by that account. And yeah. Anyway, point being, like, I've actually heard Lil Pump speak in spaces using his voice, talking about how he signed a bad deal with Sahil, and Sahil fucked him over, and he realized that like this was a based community, and he wanted to be a part of it, and like that was actually cool and genuine. And hearing Lil Pump like at the mall with his bodyguard or whatever, his manager, checking out the Gucci store while he's like on a fucking space with us and just like vibing out, like that was real. But that's also not 99% of the other celebrities that join this space to literally extract your liquidity. Anytime a celebrity joins this space, they're here to take your money, and they're not here to keep it in the crypto ecosystem. They're here to sell your crypto. And Bored Ape Yacht Club, Yuga Labs, they're a prime example of someone that brought in a bunch of celebrities. You have Justin Bieber buying a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, a floor ape. Justin Bieber bought a floor ape for $1.2 million. Like, on what planet do we live? And tell me one celebrity that still rocks their ape that was probably an undisclosed gift, secretly gifted to them by MoonPay, but they didn't disclose any of those fucking MoonPay gifts. You guys,
Nah, as soon as the market crashed, they switched their
hella
PFPs right back
fast,
to
bro.
themselves.
Hella fast. They were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna rock my fucking jizz monkey anymore. Like, it's not cool." But yeah, that whole celebrity grift, 99% of it is whack. Thankfully, Lil Pump's cool. I've actually heard him in a space like with you and me, fucking talking and chilling, and like that's someone that we want in the Webkidz for sure. But yeah, if anyone believes Sahil hacked anybody, like he didn't. He's out here convincing celebrities he can run them up a bag, which he can or could and did. And, I'm sure some of those deals went bad, but like a lot of people made a lot of money off you and me this year.
Yeah, no, that was Reed here on stage. Thank you for joining us, guys. Follow Reed Clow here if you're not as well. And I'm inclined to agree with you that those were gifted NFTs to Bieber, Paris Hilton, Steph Curry, and the like, and Eminem, they were presented as purchases, saying, "Oh, look, Eminem purchased the Bored Ape or whatever." But no, they're doing other things, and it's manipulative. It's very manipulative to say Paris Hilton bought a Bored Ape, and she goes on Jimmy Fallon and says, "Oh my God, look at my ape," and they're like, "Oh, look," you know what I mean? And
Top signal.
and so, yeah, it's very manipulative. I think I'm inclined to agree with you on that these were gifted NFTs that are being sold as them purchasing them, to kind of give it this sort of cachet.
Which is
You know,
so illegal, by the way, for them to like trick millions into thinking they were purchased.
oh, it's very
Yeah, like I need proof of purchase. Like if celebrities want to come in, like show me that you bought it off the floor. Like show me, you know what I'm saying, proof that you really got it. Because like for example, Pumps was okay. That's actually to bring it back to mutable immutable thing topic, right? Pump, we could put Pump's WebKit on chain because we're immutable. If it's mutable, he gets the PFP, but it's not really an NFT. You feel me? He just has a JPEG. Here's a Retardio NFT profile picture, but it's not on chain.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
sure what's
So
gonna happen.
that was a point we forgot
No,
to
no,
hit.
and your point about Retardio is I'm not sure what's going to happen with them because I'm in that community as well. I'm knee deep in what they've been doing, and I'm not sure if it's going to be like a good thing or a bad thing that maybe Little Pump and 6ix9ine are going to be out of the picture. I want to hear some closing comments from either of our co-hosts before we wrap up. I want to congratulate the winners of our free NFTs as well. We gave away 3 Webkidz, guys, while live here today. In case you missed out, follow me and turn on notifications for more spaces, more chances at free NFTs from yours truly. I'm so grateful to Taj for coming up and spending time with us here today, informing us of what's going on and keeping it in, and I'll be honest, complete transparency, which I think is great. Like he's been completely forthright, I think, about everything that's been brought up or any concerns that have been basically addressed here. So thank you for doing that. Thank you to the Telegram for Webkidz for rating the shit out of my posts. Fucking dope. I fucking love it. I'm here for it, man. Yeah, Taj, what should we know before we wrap up here?
Well, let's see, man. We got Burn Your Kids coming soon. We got Dead Kids coming soon. There's a cricket sitting on my wall right now, and he's fucking huge. We got Dead Kids coming soon. We got whole lot of gang shit coming soon, man. We've been talking to some really great folks in the background, and there may or may not be. Keep post noties on Webkidz, man, and ideally me, but I know I shit post a lot, so I wouldn't be offended if you didn't put on post notifications for me. But we may or may not have a space coming in the next week that I think you all will most likely want to tune into because it's a lot of good news around the horizon. And listen, I mean, the floor is sitting very sturdy, super healthy right now, and we haven't even done any single burns yet. There are burns coming. There's a lot of cool stuff coming, man. I wish I could tell you all of it, but it's just going to sound like bullshit until it's actually put into motion, right? I don't want to get too far ahead of myself in terms of promising vaporware and all these things that all these other people in the space are more kind of inclined to do. I don't want to say all these people. Certain archetypes of people are more inclined to shout from the rooftops, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, and they don't actually have like a plan in motion to do these things, right? So the biggest priority right now is just making sure that a lot of the more expensive traits are updated properly. I didn't even know this, dude, but the second trait that we were going to update, aside from the niqabs and the bodies, before we do all the hair clipping, because that's huge workload, like a massive. It's going to take us a couple days of just locking in for 12 hours a day to do. But is like the no PFP because you'll fall in love, and like the get money facial overlays and like the drink and drive facial overlays, dude. The minimum I'm pretty sure is going for like a Solana right now. That's insane. Like I didn't even think that those would go nearly that high that quickly. And so it's been cool to see the amount of culture being kind of thrown around in the Telegram. Last closing thought is that there is a Discord coming probably within the next 24 hours. Definitely join it because there's going to be some very cool stuff in there and some very kind of unique experiences and communities that are forming alliances in the background.
That was Taj here on stage informing us of what's to come from Webkidz, a collection on Solana. Do check them out on Magic Eden. Thank you to everyone from the community for joining us, all of our great speakers for joining us. Congratulations to the winner of our giveaways here. I see Parlay is requesting again. Nice try, Parlay. Fool me once. Yeah, you know how that saying goes. I see TMH on stage with his Webkid. Did you want to comment here before we close out? TMH.
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's up, Webkid? How you doing?
I was listening, bro, that you're talking about Lil Pump, right?
Talking about what?
Lil Pump, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep.
He started to follow me today, bro. Maybe we just need to onboard him. He's searching for a new PFP. Think it's the best thing to have him in our team, bro.
Yeah. Take a look at the pin post, my man. We're way ahead of you.
Yeah, I see that, bro.
He may be joining here shortly. All right, Parlay, what's going on?
I swear to God.
I'm about to buy the fucking Chrome Heart Kids fucking Webkid right now.
Let's go, baby. Chrome Hearts is one of the first ones
That
I'm
was a
coming to.
that was a fire hit. If you didn't see, go check out Parlay Poppy. He ain't got that name for no reason. That's bro. Give bro a follow.
That's bro. Give bro a follow for sure. Matter of fact,
Parlay
follow
Poppy
everybody.
is for sure,
Man,
bro.
everybody follow everybody on this stage. Before closing thoughts, I want to give a shout out to everybody I see here, man. From Frub, who won an incredibly cool one of one. The first, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the FA blank OT word on live spaces, but Frub won the first deployment of that specific trait. Super tight. Satori Ape, Remilia Cat, branch manager, Noble One, fucking Dizzy, Aiden, Bruce, man, USDA, Cons, Mania, Moar, Lavish, Tyler, Opulent, Alistor, bro. Y'all are all Chads, man. Y'all are all legends. I see you guys every single day. I see the love every single day, and I couldn't be more grateful to be in here with you guys. Trampoline too.
We're stoked that you guys could join us. Thank you to the Webkids for pulling up. Everyone in the audience, Parlay from the Retardios. Nice to see you come back. Crypto Bullbag with his Webkids. What's going on?
Click, keep on clicking, guys, and don't give up, man. We're all gonna make it, man.
I like it. I think we can all really get a big score here. My co-host, what do you think?
Just keep sharing what you love. Just keep smashing raids. Pump each other's bags for free. You could do it right here on Twitter. Everybody can help each other make money. Get you a blue tick. It's a that little check can turn into a big check. All you gotta do is use your brain and get paid for your thoughts. Make you some art. Post some fire art. Do your thing. That's what it's about. So
every day, bro. Every day.
just get in and get busy. Even if it's a few posts a day. If there's 100 people doing that shit, it could really change and become a lot more real fast. Especially when we start
Really
targeting,
fast.
doing that sort of deal. Look through the wallets. Get smart. See who's holding. Start targeting different communities. There's a lot of different ways that you could tap in and work for your bag. And we love to hear suggestions in the Telegram. I'll always shield a raid. If you at my account, if you at Lobster, I will shield something. Just let me know. Let's get busy all the
Yeah,
time.
Lobster and Opulent, by the way. I got to show love to both of these fools because they've been non-stop working, bro. And like I couldn't do this without them at this level this soon. So Opulent, came to me with the idea of making a Discord and literally fucking smashed it out in an hour and a half. You know what I mean? And Lobster has just been consistently setting up raids and lists and different community incentives and all this different stuff, man. Like it's y'all are going crazy.
Yes, this is amazing. And I'm going to be here for it, guys. I'm going to keep watching this collection, scooping it up, and basically rooting for the Webkids on Solana. My name's Tom Bibby, and I've been your host for this evening. I see we have some other projects requesting to speak. Sorry we couldn't get to you. My spaces run an hour to 2 typically. Congratulations once again to our winners. We gave away 3 freaking Webkids live here today. We hope to do more spaces in the future. A big shout out to everyone that's shared the space, retweeted the space, gotten the word out here as well. Together, we can all make it. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, wonderful, wonderful day, wonderful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in, stopping by here as well. And we're going to play you out here just